Oh my! She took my head off. Hi.
Hello.
English?
Hello.
Anybody?
Hello, everyone. I'm your father. Hello, everybody.
Hello, Long
I... Oh my god, I got one-shotted. I got one-shotted by the bird.
Buddy, I'm gonna name you Gizmo. No! Gizmo! Didn't even shine my damn light.
You missed. I saw that. That's why you don't roll in Asura. When you're that small, you just can't see where you're going. Oh my god, Cersei. I hate you, Cersei! You are gonna die in the hands of Jaime next season. That's my prediction anyway. Your own brother is gonna kill you, Cersei. And I'll laugh and scream in joy when that happens.
Oh no, oh my god!
Whoa! Holy cow, that's a big whale!
It's actually trying to destroy the raft, guys.
Whoa!
Oh shit, it's going to run!
Dude! Yeah, but if you're... Son of a gun! Son of a gun! Melee! Son of a gun! Come on! Die! You're gonna die! I'm gonna kill you! I'm good at melee! I play World of Warcraft, I play all kinds of MMOs, you will not beat me melee! I did it! I killed someone!
No, I'm friendly, dude. Look, I'm not shooting you. Look.
I primarily use heavy and light. Oh, Cersei Lannister! No! No! Get away from me, Cersei! Oh, you've become 3 level! Holy fuck! That's the Reaver Holler.
What's your name?
Bravo.
Oh, in my language it means sadness.
Oh,
Thanks.
kind of represents me.
Okay, here's the first dungeon chest. If I get anything other than a distillate, I will get a heart attack. Son of a gun, I got something other than a distillate. That's like the first time ever. I should say that more often. What is going on, everybody? Jeremy Adrian here. Welcome back to the channel for a live stream, chill live stream basically. I'm catching up on ESO, The Elder Scrolls Online, which has released its Blackwood chapter, the biggest content drop of the year, this past Tuesday, which means all the new good stuff, all the new features like companions, and the Endeavor system, which is soon to go live, it's not ready yet, and a whole new play area with a new storyline. I'm going to be getting my companions tonight, but first of all, hello to everybody watching. Long time no see. I believe my last live stream was, I don't know, end of April maybe for Guild Wars 2. So let's go ahead and get things started here. I'm going to jump into my main character on ESO, which is my Templar, and we'll go get companions. It should be pretty exciting for a lot of ESO players when it was announced, I think at the end of last year or the beginning of this year, at their event that companions was coming to the game. A lot of people predicted it sometime last year, and I did not see it coming because with MMORPGs, companions are a really mixed bag. There's only a handful, count on one hand, amount of MMOs that have companions. We got Kron XZ in chat says hello, hey, how you doing? So yeah, hope everybody's been doing good and most importantly staying safe. We are still in a pandemic and it's been a crazy year, and some. But yeah, for those that are looking forward to news drops and stuff, I put out 2 videos recently. All the June launches, which was the day before yesterday, and then this morning was the latest MMO news drop. It's exciting times, guys, because summertime any year is when the MMO industry really start to heat up. We've got expansions coming out, we've got new game launches, although I'd say 80% of the new game launches are coming from the East, which may or may not be to your taste. But the big one is, of course, Amazon's New World, which is in August. It's only a couple of months away. So I'm pretty excited for that as well. Oh, gosh. Okay, so with companions and Blackwood in general, look, I don't usually jump into a PDR or a PDS before a big content drop, but with Blackwood, I couldn't help myself because companions were a big thing, so I did actually dabble with it. And my initial impressions were the AI, it leaves a lot to be desired. They're just dumb. I did not really enjoy their company. There's a lot of things in ESO you can do on your own, solo, that is, if you're a competent solo player and you have decent gear. I'd say majority of the game can be completed on your own. Why is loading taking so long? Damn it. What's going on here? Yeah, ESO is one of those games that if you don't put it on an SSD... There we go. Yeah, you generally want to put ESO on your SSD for faster loading and things like that, especially when a new chapter hits.
Lost in storm and spray.
Okay, I am in Somerset. This is my usual hub for crafting, doing my dailies, things like that. So what I'm going to do is real quickly pick up all my
beautiful, Kurtarus.
mail and stuff.
Would have loved it. I never knew you could sing.
Now, for those that are new to ESO and maybe haven't picked up companions yet, look, there's going to be 2 quests for the 2 companions, so there's going to be lots of dialogue. And because I haven't streamed in a while, I'm not sure if my settings are okay. So if the audio is too soft for dialogue, let me know, and I'll bump that up. Or if it's too loud, let me know too, and I'll put it down. So where do we start? Yeah, if I remember correctly from playing on the PDS, we need to be in Blackwood. Take the first chain. So yeah, if you haven't played this yet, there's going to be a little bit of spoilers getting into the Blackwood zone. Okay, let's see. I need to meet Captain Ryan Lyor of the city of Leowin in Cyrodiil's Blackwood region. Let's go. Now again, I have to stress that I've done this before. I've done the quest chain already because I was on the PDS. So for me, it's more about getting my companions and seeing what's changed than actually playing through the story here. Alright, let's head to the boat. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to cheat. ESO has an add-on called Beam Me Up. I'm not sure if you can see it or if my webcam's blocking, but this thing, if you don't have it, this should be one of the main add-ons you get. Because it literally lets you teleport to a guild member that's in the area. You can do this manually too, which is basically opening up the guild panel and traveling to a player. But this add-on immediately... Damn it, why does it keep closing? Immediately shows you who's where, and all you need to do is just click that Way Shrine icon and you'll be teleported to the zone. So I am on my way to Blackwood right now. Now, I don't have visual memory of the Blackwood map, but I generally know the areas of where the 2 companions are. So that's where I'm going to head first. We'll get Bastion first. I just hope the loading times are bearable here. I'm not sure how many guys were around last year when I did the Greymoor expansion launch, chapter launch, and that was horrible. It was like 2-minute loading screens, the ground textures hadn't load, and they were stuttering in the FPS too, so this time around I waited like 4 days before I jumped in. Do we have any ESO players? How do you guys enjoy? Do you guys play through the chapter so far? What are your thoughts on it? Is it good? Is it better than Greymoor? Is it worth the money? Okay, here we go. I have just zoned in to Leowin. Okay, we got some loading issues here. Give it a sec. Yeah, so a lot of people are excited to see Leowin because it's been a long time since we've been back here, right? So it's nice to see this setting, the architecture, and everything from a period before you actually got to play it in the Elder Scrolls 3. Was it 3? No, Oblivion 4. Okay, looking at the map, I know the main quest guy's outside. But generally here is where we are going to get Bastion. This is one companion down here. And then there's going to be another one way up north, somewhere here. So we'll do Bastion first. Let's go. So in chat, if you're not playing The Elder Scrolls Online, what MMOs have you guys been playing? I know I haven't caught up with a lot of you for about a month or so. Let me know what's on your playlist currently and what MMOs are you looking forward to this summer. Ooh, checking in on chat real quick. I see that moving. We got Jack. Hey Jack, he says problem with ESO is that the content is short. Seems like it's really just a few hours of story content in every chapter, sold like a full expansion. I get that sometimes. It's really easy to blow through the ESO content all in one go. And for people like me that have done the base faction content multiple times over, yeah, it can finish real quickly. So unfortunately for me, I do have like a bunch of vaults that I take through. So the replayability factor is there. Like I don't always do the main questline one go. I vary it out. I do a bunch of side quests and then follow through the main quest on another character and things like that. But I see your point, and I think a lot of the price for a chapter comes with the new features for it. Whether you like it or not, that's debatable. Like the last year, Greymoor, they introduced.
You have my word.
It's not coming to me.
Is in Leowen,
But every major chapter, usually a new feature comes out. So we got Antiquities last year. I think it was last year with Greymoor, which was pretty big because it allowed you to get, in my opinion, the single most OP item today with MMOs for a solo player, and that is this thing right here, the Ring of the Pale Order. If you are a solo player and you don't have this ring, you need to get Greymoor for the Antiquity system, and you need to go get this ring because I can only speak for myself, but you'll never die on the landscape. It's just that good of an item for you to grind a system or to pay a full price for an expansion for Greymoor. But then again, it's ESO, so it will go on sale a lot, and you'll pay half its price, I guess. Yeah, I do see your point, Jack. Let me go on auto run. Oops, I said auto run. What is my auto run button? There you go. Yeah, sorry guys, when you play a whole bunch of MMOs, your keybinds get messed up. So while I'm auto running, let's check in the chat some more. We got Mandicoot. Hey, Mandicoot is keen for this one. Have you played through it yet, or are you waiting on like reviews and stuff? Generally, from the people that play ESO with me, everyone said like Blackwood has overtaken Somerset in terms of storyline when it comes to the best expansion storyline for ESO so far. Oh, is that a portal? Yeah, so this is another new feature, the Oblivion Portals. You'll see this spawn on the Blackwood landscape. You enter one, it goes into like a mini dungeon thing with multiple entries on the Blackwood map, and you keep doing it. You know, there's a mini boss inside. The fights are hard, so I did that a lot on the PDS, and they're super fun. That to me is way better than them reusing the same, you know, Dark Anchor mechanics, which we've seen over and over again. It just kind of get boring. Okay, there's one more from Dayron. He says, I like this game and the lore, but damn, I hate the combat. I cannot get used to it. Dayron, you and probably, I would say, hundreds of thousands of players all say the same thing. Yes, it's nice, cool story, love the setting, but the combat is such a turnoff because, you know, I do not explain it to you. Like, yeah, so probably Ashes of Creation is the next game that is looking to have a similar combat system to ESO. It's because, you know, it's actiony, and the thing is with ESO, you have to do this weaving thing where basically you add in light attacks and heavy attacks in between your skills, and depending on your build, you've got two quick slots, which I'm sure you can see on screen right now. You could swap two of them, and you'd put, you know, your skills on two of them, swap between them. It's hard to explain. I'll need to create another video talking about ESO's combat system to explain to you why it's hot topic. But basically, you have to put in a lot of work. You got to weave your light attacks in between your skills, manage your resources and things like that. I mean, honestly, for me, you just play the way you play it. You don't have to follow meta stuff. But that's just one part of it. The other part of it is,
perhaps this was not such a grand idea.
from a, I guess, aesthetic level, it just doesn't look right or it doesn't feel right, then that's totally out of... You can't do anything about it. If you don't like it on first sight or first play, there's nothing you can do to change it except put another 100 hours into the combat and see if you really have to force it through.
Hey, over here. I need some help.
Okay, here we go. So this is Bastion. Bastion Hallex. He's the male companion that you get. Now, in the previews, you know, you saw him with a shield and everything, so he kind of looked like a tank, but with ESO's companion system, you can have him be an archer or whatever. I think you can change his entire skill set too, so it really doesn't matter. Before I talk to him, I just want to finish up chat real quick. We got Insight says, I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV plus BDO at the moment, but you should probably read your privacy updates. It states they'll sell your info to third parties, which you must agree to in order to play this DLC. Wait, you talking about ESO? Yeah, that's news to me. But in general, guys, a lot of MMOs and MMO companies, publishers, like, think of all the clients you have installed on your desktop. Gameforge, My.Games, Steam even, Epic Games, all of them, I'm sure, collect your data. Whether or not they sell them, that depends. But you can, in some countries, I think the EU allows you to do this. You can actually write to them and say, hey, don't keep my data, don't store it, and things like that. I don't know. But yeah, Jack says, yeah, that info and selling thing is not good either. ESO looks good, however, but so much money. Mandicoot says, can I super chat? Unfortunately, Mandicoot, I appreciate the gesture, but I am not in a country that supports super chat at the moment, so that's a no. But thank you. Jack says, is playing Final Fantasy XIV at the moment because for me the most important thing is the story. While playing World of Warcraft and I run out of story content, I burn out fast. Look, Final Fantasy XIV, I'm going to be coming up with a stream series very soon, building up to the Endwalker expansion because I have maybe 2 updates more that I want to play through with you guys. So I'm looking forward to that as well. As for World of Warcraft, I'm taking a break. I'm taking a break because I burned myself out so bad
which of the
with
8
Shadowlands.
sent you this way.
Oh gosh.
I'm glad to see you.
Okay, let's do this.
The name's Bastion. Be on your guard, friend. I was accosted by a dark elf. She went into the cave hours ago, but she might return at any moment.
Okay, everybody can hear that, right? His dialogue's loud enough. Let me know. Okay, so accosted by a dark elf. Again, I've already played through this, so I'm not really doing this for story.
Dark elf 𝑗𝒂𝒍𝒊𝒍. She's a traveler I met along the road. The cave is Deep Scorn Hollow. The entrance is over by the dock. I'm here to retrieve a fellow named 𝒂𝒍𝒊𝒍. His family sent me to find him. I think he's in trouble. Untie me, please. The 𝒍𝒊s will pay well if you help me get 𝒂𝒍 out of whatever trouble he's in. And I could use someone to watch my back. Interested? Oh, and check the shack. I think Tighnari dropped something during our struggle.
You got it. Let's untie him.
Thank you. Look around, would you? I'd like to examine whatever my attacker dropped.
Yeah, so I do like, you know, the voice actors for the companion so far, but I do have an issue with, you know, them having dialogue with you and trading banter back and forth depending on your actions in game. You could be stealing something and, you know, they'll give off-the-cuff dialogue about what you're doing, which is great, but after a while, at least for me on the PDS, the novelty just ran out super quick. But yeah, going back to what Jack was saying, I burned myself out on WoW, so I'm taking a break at the moment, but I'll be back for... damn it, there's too many games and too many updates. I forgot the name. Chains of Domination or something like that. Okay, so this contract basically says Bastion and this Dark Elf, they're looking for the same person.
A letter? I knew I saw something fall out of Tighnari's satchel when she ambushed me. Why? This is a contract. Damn it. I guess that explains why Tighnari knocked me out and tied me up. Of course, that idiot 𝒂𝒍𝒊 would gamble away more than he had in his coin purse. He's done it before. Usually begs his parents for help, though. I ought to just let the Dark Elf have him, but it would be... dishonorable. We better see if we can catch up to her. I'd like to leave her tied up and empty-handed when I drag 𝒂𝒍𝒊 out of...
This is different for 𝒂𝒍𝒊. He's not one for any sort of rough living, other than maybe going to gambling dens and taverns in the seedier parts of town.
I'm not going to go into that extra lore there about this, but you guys can totally do so when you guys start playing it. I just need to move this along so I can get Bastion unlocked, and then we can do some stuff with Bastion. I want to see how good the AI is this time around in combat. Okay, check on chat. Elo says, what's your take on companions from a personality perspective? Are they cool to have around? Do they add to the overall exploration? Look, if you're new to ESO, or maybe if you've never played an MMO with companions before, then yeah, I think the first few weeks or months of you playing with them, it'll be pretty cool, because like I said earlier, they do give you dialogue off the cuff, depending on what you're doing. So Bastion is a guy that's very by the book. That's his personality. So he likes, think of him as like the stout paladin.
Maybe there's more to this place than meets the eye.
Whereas the other companion, she's more of the mischievous type. So if you're stealing or murdering, or if you're doing thief guild, dark brotherhood stuff, she loves that, and she'll give you cool dialogue. But they're mostly the same stuff after a while. Like once you've played for hours and hours, you probably hear the same thing being looped over again. But when you're running around the landscape, you may hear something else. It's not like maybe if you have Dragon Age. If you play Dragon Age games, those companions, they banter off the cuff. It's usually really funny. And with this one, because you can't have two companions out together, they can't talk to each other. So there's no response. Whatever they're saying only goes one way because your character doesn't speak. So it's a bit of a meh. On the other hand, like you look at Star Wars The Old Republic. Oof, my FPS is going crap. Yeah, if you look at Star Wars The Old Republic, there the companion system is built into the game from the very beginning. So that means they have their own quest lines. They have, once you've raised them to a high enough influence, you can marry them, or you can marry a couple, things like that. I mean, for those of you that play Star Wars The Old Republic, you know what I'm talking about. Let me move chat along. Norales is playing MMO for the story. What happens when you beat the story? Then you jump into everything else that's fun, like PvP and dungeons and things like that. Look, story in MMOs, people love it, people hate it, but it's always been a staple for the modern, I suppose, PvE-centered MMO, because there has to be a lore and narrative to drive the world forward. But I totally understand that, stories isn't always necessary for a game. You look at purely PvP MMO, stuff like Gloria Victis, Crowfall, games like that coming out where, screw the story, we're here for the combat and mechanics and PvP. That's totally fine too, but story's a big part of a proper theme park MMO, so yeah. You can always diversify, what you're doing. Again, PvE, PvP, dungeons, raids. So we're exploring the Hollow. There's another person here with me. Cry of Heaven. Okay. Yeah, because the difficulty is really low, because of where I'm at in terms of my character and gear, I'm just going to be spamming 2 buttons, basically, so that I can talk while I'm playing this.
Keep your voice down.
Look,
let's go ahead and set this guy free.
We mean you no harm. We're looking for someone.
Over here. I would not.
Let me out too! There's a cult of Sithis in these caves! They sacrifice. Thank you. We've been here for days.
Cult of Sithis.
You should get out of here too, stranger. These people, the Unmakers, they're crazy. I think they're preparing to sacrifice people. Why would anyone... I've met no one by that name, but that doesn't mean he isn't here somewhere. The only non-cultist I've seen in days was a dark elf who sneaked by a short time ago. She motioned for us to wait and left without a word. They're cultists, I think. They follow someone called the Daughter of Sithis, and they talk about sacrifices to the Unmaker. I was on the road to Gideon when they grabbed me. Can I go now?
Go.
Before we continue, let's talk a moment.
Yeah, so this is one of those situations where Bastion, he hasn't become your companion yet, he's just an NPC at this point, but this is where he adds to the story. Later on, once you get him, he doesn't get involved in any main storylines, which is a bit of a waste, because if you go back to the base game, there is so much story where you think, oh god, if companions had been in the game from the very beginning, they could have added to the Prophet storyline with your own dialogue and everything. So, in a way, I suppose... the implementation of ESO's companion system is an afterthought. Like, yeah, it is an afterthought, but it's like they're just throwing things that would make players, you know, go, oh, that's great. That's an Elder Scrolls thing, because if you played, like, you know, Skyrim, you had, of course, Lydia following you around, for those of you that like Lydia. And companions are a good fit for the Elder Scrolls Online, but they should have been in here sooner so that they could have taken advantage of the wealth of content that the game has. Now, with them coming into Blackwood, they only serve like a very niche purpose, if that makes sense.
Cultists? That explains some of the decoration in here. So much for the smuggler hypothesis. I didn't expect to have to fight through a nest of cultists to extract Quisly from this mess, but so be it. What's he gotten himself mixed up in? What's there to know? They worship a god of death, darkness, and primordial chaos.
Some Elder Scrolls
Nothing
lore
good
here.
can come of that. Quisly's always getting into trouble, but it usually involves love or dice. Allowing Quisly to be dragged off to angry criminals is not much of an improvement. While
Okay, let's go get Quisly. Jack says, thing I like ESO is the full voice acting. Absolutely. It's fantastic. Like, I can lose myself in ESO just playing through the stories, and, you know, some people I know don't like reading quest text. Don't laugh though, there's lots of people out there like that. They don't bother reading quest text, but with ESO, you can just listen to them talk and, oh, okay, understand what's going on. So I do like that. The problem is, like, for streamers, if you're streaming ESO, the dialogue makes it hard to interact with your chat sometimes, because you gotta stop and pay attention if you're doing it for the first time. Kind of why I'm glad I did this on the PDS, so I know what's going on.
You there! Stop!
Stop. Okay, let's move chat along. I see a lot more going on. Oops, sorry guys, I'll catch up. Storyline never ends. Okay, you guys. Mannequin says, all good. I'll donate to you on PayPal. Been subs since you had like 3,000 subs. Wow, thank you, Mandicoot. That's super cool. I appreciate that. Yeah, 3,000 subs would have been 2017. So you've been here for a while. That's super cool, dude. I appreciate that. And no, you don't really have to. Like, there's a stream, you know, tip the stream link there, but you guys don't really have to at all. That's just there. I'm putting out content regardless.
She will avenge every injury you inflict on me.
Okay, let's move this along.
𝒍𝒊? He belongs to Leleus now. She is the daughter of Sithis, and none dare defy her. Leave while you can. You're fools if you think you can save him from her.
Trust me, I can beat everything. Intimidate. If anything happens to Quisly, you're not walking out of here.
No! No! Quisly is Leleus's consort. You'll find them in the Fane of Scorn. I think the way there is back the way you came. Or maybe ahead. He's safe for now, though. They've got someone else to sacrifice today. Please, don't hurt me. They caught a dark elf sneaking around. Even now, she faces the death of the Crystal Fangs in the ritual room just ahead. But Leleus isn't there. She and her brother are in the Fane below. Your Quisly is with them, I think.
Here's one part of the quest which is really cool, which is you get to ask Bastion, your soon-to-be companion, what do you want to do with this cultist? This needed to happen more in the Blackwood story. Ask your companion for an opinion. So, ask him.
I don't believe him. I think he knows more than he says he does.
It's supposed to doctor. Oops.
The daughter of Sithis? The Fane of... Hardly. The only thing that interests Quisly is himself. I'm not sure I believe this sniveling cultist, but we shouldn't let anyone get sacrificed.
Alright, split up. I'll go find the Dark Elf.
I know where a map of this place is. It's not far, just...
I'm getting really bad FPS drops. Sorry guys, not really pleasant to watch. Mandicoot says, 15 Malaysian ringgit, enjoy. Whoa, thank you. Thank you, Mandicoot. Unfortunately, I did not get any notifications. PayPal, you said? Well, PayPal doesn't really have like a notification thing where I can put up on my stream, but thank you very much, Mandicoot. I appreciate that. Long timer. Jack Sat says, I likely will sub for 2 months for World of Warcraft 9.1. Any idea when's that coming out though? Like, I've been looking at Wowhead and things like that, but there's just, you know, if you follow World of Warcraft when it comes to news, it's so saturated. There's a lot going on. But yeah, I did not see a release date for 9.1. If you know it, Jack, let me know. because I need to start catching up on there too, but there's just so much to do. Not to mention Guild Wars 2 has the Return to Living World Season 2, where there's like a new achievement, meta achievement, which I've yet to do.
Somewhere safer.
And you do want to do it if there's any Guild Wars 2 players in chat, because they will give you a legendary amulet. And legendary stuff on Guild Wars 2 is a big deal because it's the highest tier thing you can get, where you can change its stats without having to do anything. So you definitely want one of those. And it's just a simple thing of completing achievements.
Sacrifice me to Sithis. Ugh, my skin still feels like I've got 1,000 tiny spiders biting me. That was horrible. Oh, and thank you. I don't know what someone like you is doing here, but I won't argue with Providence.
Helping Bastion find his foster brother.
Ah, the dutiful and not terribly clever mage. I'll bet he's angry with me. I took care not to inflict any permanent damage on him, and I fully intended to set him free just as soon as I finish here.
Freed Bastion.
Then you understand
contract.
my predicament. I need Sylvel if I want Lars Tull off my back, but it's not worth getting myself killed over.
Okay, let's find Sylvel.
I thought I'd slip in. Not good. I saw a rough map of this place before I got caught. So
This is a nice looking place though. Like
I'll
most of the
keep out of your
areas in
way if
Blackwood
you
is
run
really
into more
well
cultists.
designed. And
After
I
that
believe if you
ritual,
watch like one of their
no
streams,
conditions
there was a
apply.
delve that they made
Cultists
right outside
definitely go
Leowyn
on and on
that
about Sithis.
is actually in Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, but in Oblivion it was fully sunk, like it's filled with water and everything. So here in ESO, which is like, what, 800, 900 years in the past, you get to see it without water, which I thought was pretty cool. That's the kind of stuff that ESO is able to do with their worlds and their world building, which is why I'm a big fan of it. Okay, where are we going? In here. Sylvel.
Damn. Dead end and a vampire in a cage. This isn't terribly helpful. There's got to be a way through. I know what I saw on the map.
You're not part of this cult, are you?
Maybe
In fact,
the
you
map
appear
showed
to
a
be
passage that
lost.
isn't here. I would have sworn the map I saw showed a passage here. Unless, could it be a hidden passage? If he's been here long enough, he must have seen cultists coming or going through any hidden passages. But be careful with him.
I don't trust vampires.
Perhaps. But I'd rather not fight my way through half the cult to get...
Yeah, I'll talk to the vampire. Now, before I talk to the vampire, let me just check in chat. I see I'm moving a lot. Nero says Final Fantasy offers story skip also. I'm just going to say this real quick. If you are new to Final Fantasy, whether you like story or you don't like story, don't skip it. Because if you skip the story, you have just cut out like 90% of what makes the game great, in my opinion. So new Final Fantasy 14 players, do not do that. If you are a veteran, you've played it multiple times, then sure, you can buy the skip, but don't. For the love of God, if you're new, don't do it. Jack says, I hear Final Fantasy 14 got a system to run dungeons with NPCs. Not sure, only at the start still. It's the trust system. I think it's what you're talking about. Yeah, trust allows you to play through story dungeons with the main story characters, the NPCs, which is great. I've used it a lot. Yeah, Insight, that's what he said, the trust system. Jack's Elder Scrolls kind of have that D&D feeling. It sounds awesome. No official release date for 9.1. Thank you, Jack. And Insight said, if you're going to play BDO for the storyline, well, you have to go hunting for it since the developers were the game. BDO and storyline do not go together. There is... When BDO first launched, there's no story. You made your own story with BDO. It's only, and I'm going to be controversial by saying this, but it's only with the introduction of BDO Mobile that I think there's some sort of a cohesive story building. They specifically make things flow, because if you played the PC BDO before the mobile version came out, sure, you had like small story snippets in Velia before moving on to, you know, all the other towns and villages where there's small snippets of story going on. But it's mostly discombobulated, like. But the mobile version tied everything up together and it flows. So if you want to play a BDO for some story, play the mobile version over the PC one. We've got Ryan Wolf in chat says, have you passed Eret Lewin yet? Hey Ryan. Ryan's an old friend. part of
Your
my
dark
Lord of the Rings
elf
Online
friend
guild
watches
maybe
me
10
with
years
no
ago
small
now.
amount of suspicion.
And yes, I have
Perfectly
passed Eret
understandable,
Lewin.
But I'm not a slave to my hunger. Why are you
Eret Lewin
wandering
is like the
around
Blue
Deepscorn
Mountains. That's like
Hollow
the
anyway?
starter area for
The daughter of
dwarves and
Sithis
elves.
is fond of
So
sacrificing
yes, that would have been the
strangers.
first thing we passed. What a dumb
I
question,
have heard
dude.
the name. The
He's just
daughter of
messing with me.
Sithis herself has him. These miserable Sithis pretenders. I can show you the passage you seek. I'll consider it payback for the way they locked me up.
Helpful.
They hid the switch for a secret door under that crate over there by the wall. Clever if one is a child.
Thank you. Don't need to know more.
Surprisingly helpful.
Wait. Would you do me a favor in return?
Okay, let's see what his
I came here hoping the temple held answers about my condition. But the cultists discovered me as I fed upon an unwary noble from Gideon. The daughter of Sithis was intrigued, but when she realized I had not yet mastered my powers, she locked me away. Yes, that would be an elegant solution to my predicament. I'm still capable of gratitude.
new vampire
Perhaps
doesn't know
before
to turn into
I
mist.
came here
Hang on, I thought I said free
Perhaps
him.
before... Yes, I'm still capable.
Fine, I'll let you out.
Perhaps before you... I came here hoping the temple... Yes, I'm still capable of gratitude, stranger. Perhaps before you rush... I came here hoping that... Yes, I'm still capable of gratitude, stranger.
That's weird.
I just want to be free of
It
this
won't let
place.
me
I came here
get him
expecting
out,
something
so.
quite...
Oh, actually, never mind.
I shall remember this.
Come on, let me get Bastion. I don't want to be skipping dialogue all the way. Like, is there anybody here watching it for the dialogues?
Perhaps the friend you seek might still be alive.
I knew it. I never grow tired of being correct.
As
This
soon
should
as
take
we
us
get
right
the
to the
guy,
cult's hidden temple.
I believe
Come on.
he instantly joins us, Bastion. And then right to the north, there's going to be
Hold up a moment before we go on.
a world boss.
I've been thinking.
Which on the PDS is a real pain to solo, even though you're
I
maxed out
stumbled
everything.
headlong into a bad situation.
So,
Nothing good.
that's the first thing I'm going to do.
Someone's
Once I get
coming.
Bastion, we'll
there
go
you
tackle that world boss.
I'm afraid I wasted my time on that cultist.
See how we
You knew
fare.
nothing. Glad I caught up to you. You put the fear of the gods into our captive cultist. It was sobbing on the floor when I gave up and left. I did meet a surprisingly talkative vampire, though. Our weepy friend told me that Quisly's quite taken with this daughter of Sithis. Figures. My guess is he told her his family is wealthy, so she's keeping him alive for ransom. She seems like the sort who expects the worst. I remain optimistic. I don't always get along with Quisly, but I don't want him to end up sacrificed by the cult. Or turn... Not at the cost of his life. I'll figure out something. I always do. But just in case... You're not even going to apologize, are you?
I'm sorry.
Fight.
Just keep your distance from Quisly. He's my responsibility.
You know, Tanari would make a great companion too, but the other one is a dark elf, but different personality. Going down, I'm just gonna ignore the mobs. There's no point in killing them either. It's not like they offer really high XP. Like, I think 2 weeks before the prologue came out, there was a double XP event or something, and that was like the best time to level up because it was like a week and a half, I think it was. I managed to get like 2 more characters to the max level. A second Templar, would you believe? Purely for healing.
Bastion, what are you doing?
Arise,
here?
my
Go
brother.
away.
Kill
let's do
these
this.
trespassers.
I'll just... Oh dear. I'll get out of the way.
And it.
I need to grab Quisly before he runs off again. The little bastard.
Where is he? Up the stairs. Okay, check it in chat some more. Ryan with the smiley face. Inside says, didn't read the knowledge system in video, huh? The knowledge system in BDO. Oh, they're little like codex.
How dare you? Lalice would never have hurt me. She said so.
She murders people. You idiot! You were probably next.
Ah, okay.
I'm not
I
talking
remember
to you,
Quisly now.
Bastion, nor to that rude dark elf that just
This
laughed
guy-
at me.
This guy's personality is like unreal.
You spoiled everything. You and that lumbering oaf my father insists on sending to make my life miserable, and whoever that dark elf is barging in and ruining my life. Who do you people think you are?
Saved your life. The cultist plan to sacrifice you.
Well, that's...
And maybe we should have let him.
That's just your opinion. Everybody here treated me as a guest of honor. And Lalace, the daughter of Sithis, chose me to be her consort. She told me that she'd give me the kiss of Sithis soon. Why would you ruin this for me? I can't believe they sent Bastion after me again. They treat me as if I were a wayward child. I am perfectly capable of managing my own affairs. I refuse to go. That is no concern. Wait. Did you say Lars Tull?
Okay, I'm gonna move this along here.
Claim me. I am not some sack of...
Yeah, so basically, yeah, I wish there was an option to just let him stay here. That would be fun. Okay, check some more. Yeah, insight. The knowledge system in BDO. If you're referring to story, that doesn't count. I mean, I would say it's back. It's some back end lore for sure. You can sit down and read through everything, kind of like an encyclopedia. But if it's not presented to you in the game kind of sense, then it's just less interesting, I suppose. So the ones I read only had to do with me wanting to understand a certain type of monster or something like that. But it doesn't really add anything to the PvE story. Mazidi says, hi Adrian, Appa Kabar. Kabar, bye. Kawan. Thank you. And long time no see, man. How you doing? Jack says, I think about stable content update releases. ESO get the most points. Like they release content like clockwork, and you know what you're gonna get and when at the start of every chapter. That is basically what you're paying for with some of these big MMOs. You're paying for the stability.
Bastion doesn't seem very
So
fond of Quisly.
why you pay
I
14
can't
bucks a month
imagine
for World of
why.
Warcraft or Final Fantasy
Compared
14,
notes while you were
or
talking
why
with that simple
you
idiot.
play ESO, you're willing to buy the
Bastion said he might
DLCs.
have an idea that
It's
would solve
because
things for both of
they
us.
have a set schedule and you know what's coming. Every year ESO puts out their roadmap. So we have one chapter, and then we've got the DLCs, and then the 2 dungeon DLCs as well. So every year it's a given. You know it's coming. With Final Fantasy 14, you know what their content cycle is. With WoW, you know what their content cycle is. So you're paying for that stability, which
Years ago,
is a great,
I
honestly, it's a
lost
luxury
everything
because
trying to
other
get my
MMOs
brother
can't
out of
even
the fishy
promise you
trading scheme.
when the next
Lars
update is
Tull
coming, I
offered to help
suppose.
me. I'm still paying for it.
Like, take
If
Guild Wars 2
Bastion's
for
willing to
example. Like,
work
I
with
love
me,
Guild Wars 2, but
and perhaps
it's
forget
the
about
last
knocked
2
out
years, 3
title
years have been
business.
so
I think
unpredictable.
we might have room for a compromise.
Which is kind of sad because coming from where the game was, and then of course you've got all of the other free-to-play games. They'll basically make the content when they turn a profit, right? If they're making money, you'll probably see more content. If they're not doing so hot, then they'll probably cobble something up and pass that as a content update.
Once we get first, we need
So
to get
yeah, that's a
Quisly out
really
of
good
Blackwood.
point.
Tanare
Most of the
doesn't
games
have
you think
anything
about that you
personal
pay
against him.
for,
Well,
a
no more
proper
than anyone
subscription-only
else who needs
game,
him.
you know what you're
The
getting.
criminals she'd bring Quisly to might kill him. I'll threaten to tell his parents about this whole affair unless he cooperates and goes straight back to Daggerfall. Quisly knows that Lord Sylvel can cut him off. It's the only threat that actually scares him. He would have to earn a living.
What about the Dark Elf?
I think we can all walk away from this. We ship Quisly home, secretly. Then we make sure that Tanare has something she can take back to Lars Tull. Thank you, friend.
You're welcome.
I think Lord Sylvel would agree that you've earned your payment.
My payment is you, and there you see it. There he is, Bastion Hallex, not collected companion, stalwart and true. Bastion Hallex personifies the best traits of high rocket nobility, but in a world of greed and broken vows, can a righteous man persevere? Call this companion to your side and prove that Tamriel still needs virtuous guardians. That's done then.
What do you think, Tanare?
Okay.
Are you willing to give it a try?
First companion collect. You have unlocked your first
need to
companion
bring last
collectible
proof of
to summon your new
demise.
ally and begin adventuring
kind of
them.
proof would you
Activate
need?
them via the collections
I'm
menu
clearly
directly by
not
hotkey through your
dead.
inventory.
If I bring Quisly's signet ring to Last Tull, he'll believe me.
That's what I was thinking. I'll tell the Sylvels that Quisly sold the ring to pay his debt.
I'm right here!
That ring should work. It might even cover most of Quisly's debt.
What? My ring? I'm not giving you a damn.
Right, so over here you see this guy,
keep that woman away from me.
Gajinra. So he's just summoned his Bastion, and you won't see like the Bastion name. You'll see as that player's companion. So there's got to be a lot of clutter. I can just imagine now going back into like in town in Somerset or wherever and just seeing everybody with their companions out.
Clear my account with Last
I mean, we already see it. Like,
and perhaps clear
if you've ever been around a bunch of sorcerers in town, you know that with all their pets out, you've seen that before, so it's not going to be a thing. ZeniMax did say, you know, performance issues in towns where the FPS may drop or loading times may increase because of everybody having their companions and pets out could be an issue. On the PDS, you can't really test that because the player numbers are not the same as live. Okay, so here we go. Under collectibles, allies, companions, Bastion, Helix. Let's go ahead and set him active. And he should be here any moment. Oh, he was butt naked for a sec. You guys see that?
Where to now?
Hey, Bastion. So now that we have him out, we can talk to him. Let's just see this real quick.
Always ready to help.
You can open up the companion menu through him. Just click that. And through here, this is where the good stuff happens. He does have his own XP bar, which you can level by, you know, doing combat and questing with him and everything. You can put an outfit on him too. You have to go to the outfit station in town to do that. And then, this is the interesting part, the skills, of course. Now, you need to level him up before you unlock all the skill slots. And his skill bar is over here. Ardent Warrior, Draconic Armor, Radiating Heart. And his weapons, this is pretty much everything that he can do. So, right now he's, what is he? Destruction Staff, cool. So if you want him to be a sword and board, you got to equip him with the sword and board first. Now, he uses his own, companions have their own loot system, so you can't really give him world drops that your character would use. So under armor, light, medium, heavy, you see all the skills there. They can also do mages, you know, fighter skill stuff too, but you need to complete a challenge first to unlock the skill line. Now, this is where I was thinking, you know, they would make money in the store. If in the store there's a section for companions where they would sell companion leveling boosts or companion level ups, companion skill unlocks. I seriously thought that was the way it was going to go with companions, because if they monetized the system, ZeniMax would be rich, I think, because there's a lot of casual ESO players who love to play dress up, you know, or just blow their companion to max level immediately. I don't think that is possible though, because on the PDS, I don't remember seeing that in the Crown Store. So let me just check real quick. Companions. Under upgrade, there's something. That is collected back. Crown crates, no. Special offers, no. Probably here. Sky shards, no. That's for us. Service tokens, utility, experience. Alliance War, Crown, no. So yeah, it's mostly character stuff. There is no store item for companions, which I think is pretty commendable on one hand. And I'm sure there's going to be ESO players who would want companion leveling scrolls, depending on how long it will take you to level them up. So rapport is basically your friendship meter, I suppose. Do good things. Bastion is you know, a good guy, so if you play by the book, this is going to go up. Equipment, I don't have anything in my inventory. Like I said, companion equipment drops from world bosses or dells and things like that, so I gotta go and play some more. So that is him in a nutshell. Let's now go to that world boss. It's on the map right here, if you can see it right there. So I'm gonna take him and let's see his performance. Again, I don't have any gear, so I can't really make him a tank or anything, but I just want to show you what the AI looks like. And because I've got max speed in my horse, oh, okay. So on the PDS, like 2 months ago, if you sprinted ahead for like a minute, he would be lagging so far behind. But it seems they sped him up now, so they're immediately on your tail, which is good. Because on a PDS, like if you just ran halfway across the map, they would take like a minute to catch up to you, which honestly just was a buzzkill if you wanted to do things quickly. Okay, so here is one of the world bosses. I'm gonna try solo this with Bastion. He only has 2 skills unlocked so far. It looks like it's already been killed. Okay, I'll wait here in the meantime. Let me just see if there's any heavy sacks to pick up. Heavy sacks. Let me just pronounce that right. Okay, checking in chat a little bit while we wait for this world boss to spawn. Jack says, in World of Warcraft, we have no clue about content releases. 9.1 comes out one day, maybe 9.15, 9.2, maybe 9.3. With Final Fantasy, you kind of know because the live briefing, that's sadly no English version. Like, honestly, I don't expect, you know, the Square Enix team to learn English. And, you know, it's a Japanese game. They're Japanese developers. Obviously, we would all like live translations, but it's not going to happen. Either way, you know, the community are super cool. Final Fantasy XIV's community, within like a day, you'll have the entire letter from the producer translated, so it's not much of a big deal. I've got Giannis says, unless it's WoW. Jack says, Guild does whatever they want. Janice says, where have you been, man? Haven't seen you in a while. I know. And it's a busy period, like from my last stream. Like, I'm working a whole bunch of jobs now. Because we in Malaysia, believe it or not, we just entered another lockdown. So, and for me as a freelance writer, you know, work comes by when it comes by. You gotta hustle for it as a writer. So I've been trying to get that going, really. So unfortunately, YouTube time, MMO time is kind of sacrificed a little bit. Okay, with that, the bosses have spawned. I remember these two being a real pain in the butt on PDS. Like, I would never be able to solo them. Let's go ahead and do this, and let's see how our companion handles this. So let's get rid of Koska first. Okay, let's see Bastion. He's using a destruction staff. He's not going to be pulling aggro. Oh, he just did. Now keep an eye on his health bar. Bastion's health bar is on the top corner of the screen, top left. I'm getting skill delays here. Some of my skills are not popping up. But I do have another player here to help me out. He's got a restoration staff, looks like. I see a sorcerer on the left-hand side. There we go. So unfortunately, my plan to solo this is not happening. But that's the beauty of ESO. You know, you think you're soloing a world boss, or you think you're all alone in the world map, then suddenly 2 or 3 other adventurers show up, and then it becomes a party. And everything's all open tapping, you know, you work together in the landscape to kill stuff. It's fun. New companion ability, your companion's ability bar. Okay, Bastion just got some XP. I'm not sure if you guys saw that. Why is the ghost haunting me? Like, what's that? Now, for those that were complaining about the combat system earlier, this is how hectic it can get. Like, you'll see me constantly weaving in light attacks in between weapon swapping, making sure I hit my skills off cooldown, so... And that's done. That's the world boss done. Let's see if we get any stuff for Bastion. Oh, I got a lead. A lead is basically an antiquity system thing where you're able to scry for rare stuff in the landscape. Okay, what did we get? Bach Raiders Greaves. I haven't really checked out the new sets yet, so I'm not really sure if they're good or not. But how do I know what category companion gear is on? Let me just check.
What can I do for you?
Quick. So he's already level 2 from that fight, which means a 3rd skill bar has unlocked. So we're gonna go to skills right now. This is a passive ability because he's Imperial. What about armor? He's wearing medium apparently. As for weapons, Crag Smash, Kindle, ooh, heal. Okay, that's a heal skill. I'd probably take that, even though I don't think I'll be needing a lot of healing, because the ring, again, like I said, the Ring of the Pale Order, guys, is a must-have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my way up north here. I believe this is where the second companion unlocks. I can't remember, though. It's been a while since PDS, but I believe that's where it is. So if I'm wrong, if anyone's already unlocked the second companion, feel free to correct me, but I think that is the right area. Meantime, let's check in chat some more. Mazidi says, I'm doing not so fine, but I survived somehow. MCO give none happiness, cannot go outside, enjoy such a short life. Dude, I feel you, bro. Like I said, Malaysia, we are in another lockdown. I think this is like a 3rd or 4th lockdown. Our cases are spiking, even though we are in the middle of getting vaccinated. Like, it's a very small wave at the moment, but with each week, we are just getting more and more vaccines available. But it's going to be a long time before I think we're going to hit that government milestone of 80% vaccinated, which means we still feel like shit, basically. And I'm sure lots of you guys out there are probably in the same situation. Like, I haven't been out of the house to do my usual things. Like, I haven't met up with friends for drinks or anything in 8-9 months. And because I work remotely, you know, for me, this is kind of normal, just being at home, making money this way, writing stuff. But it takes a toll on you know, it takes a toll. So I feel you, Mazidi. Hang in there, man. Things will get better. And, you know, if you have if you're still playing MMOs, look, just go online, talk to people, try and find some joy and fun that way. But of course, you know, keep in contact with your friends and family offline too. Just hang in there. I think we will see the end of this pandemic. I'm pretty sure of it. Okay, well, we make the long journey north. Jack says the stream just became not safe for work, butt naked NPC. Look, it's a good thing I haven't streamed Immortal Online. Like, I was playing Immortal Online 2. For those of you that know that game, I was playing the closed beta, I think it was. I got a key from somewhere. And, you know, they had an option, like, is nudity okay or something like that? I'm like, okay, sure, let's just see it. And, like, the entire thing, everybody was butt naked in town because we were all still in the safe zone of, I think the town was called Haven or something like that. And everybody's butt naked. I'm like, oh my god. I cannot imagine streaming this on YouTube. There goes my... because YouTube has this rating thing where you have to say, is your channel suitable for children and things like that. And mine has been pretty consistent since that new system came in. Also, screw YouTube, because YouTube's been screwing us US creators for so long.
Challenge what you know. If you're courageous enough, all things are possible.
Nope. I'll do you later. I'm more interested in my second companion.
My Lady Nocturnal, I beg you.
Ungrateful child. Bear the consequence of your failure.
It's just nice running through, like, Blackwood, just seeing things.
Mortal, I command you to speak with me.
If you're wondering how I'm able to see, like, all this stuff on the map, like Undiscovered Way Shrines, this is an add-on, I believe. And I use a ton of ESO add-ons, so if you want to know exactly which part of the UI is not original or what add-on that is, do let me know, and I'll try and bring up the add-on screen for you guys. But I've totally bastardized my ESO game that it may be unrecognizable to those that do not play without add-ons. So it may look like a totally different UI. Let me scroll down chat some more while I run here. Oops, wrong button. So says, I'm still thinking about running story dungeons with NPCs. Like, it makes so much sense. You definitely can do it, if you're talking about ESO, that is. I believe if you have decent gear, or if you're like a certain champion level, the first few dungeons that you could do... Let me open them up. the first 3, Fungal Grotto, Spindle Clutch 1, Banish Shells 1, I think all this stuff you definitely can solo. If you have a decent enough build, have a bit of, self heals, Ring of the Pale Order definitely, and then bring in a companion, you definitely can do it. One of the first things I did when I got the Ring of the Pale Order was I just went in solo a dungeon, and it's definitely doable, even on classes that you'd think wouldn't have the survivability. Like most of ESO's classes do have, in fact, some sort of survivability skills and things like that, so you should not
area for harvesting.
Have an issue. Miri Elendis. That's the name of our second companion, right? Just to be sure, I'm going to Google it, because it's been a while. Bastion sticks to me the most, because I play a lot with Bastion. Yep, Miri is the second companion, so I was right. She is here.
My orders are to observe the ruin, not help you mount a suicidal rescue mission.
Then you can observe me kicking every fetching cultist's ass standing between me and my little brother.
Ooh. So yeah, this is Miri. That is her character model. Now I do like Miri a lot because I have an affinity to Dunmers in ESO. Like a lot of the Dark Elf characters that they introduce in the game story has sort of left a lasting impression on me. For example, Naryu. Naryu's one character that I really like. There's another one too, I think from Somerset, Vea. Just the writing and how their characters are in ESO is awesome. So I tend to gravitate towards Dark Elves here. So let's go and talk to Miri.
Who are you? Another of these useless Leowin layabouts? Oh, no, you're an adventurer like me. Don't tell me, Zagira roped you into this mess too.
What mess?
My little brother and I answered a job posting seeking adventurers to help explore a newly discovered ruin. Only once the expedition got underway and we were all split up, our employers turned on us. I barely got away.
What's your plan?
Free my little brother and the others before something terrible befalls them. I don't know if I can do this on my own, but I have to try. Can I count on your help? Or were all the questions just morbid curiosity? There were 5, in addition to me, who got duped into this. My brother, Liam, Eolaf, a Nord warrior, Ardia, a High Elf researcher, Dijos, an Argonian scout, and Garlor, a Wood Elf adventurer. Other than my brother, I don't know a lot about them. Not much. Zagira, the woman who hired us, was charming. I didn't buy a story that her expedition was for study, but she paid half our fee up front. About the time they said, don't kill her, we need her for the ritual, and while they were trying to subdue me. Probably saved my life, though. I fought twice as hard knowing they were taking it easy on me. We didn't get far with our expedition before things went sour, but the ruin was in pretty bad shape. You'll need a grapple bow to get anywhere quickly. Fortunately, I had a spare.
Grapple bow. So grapple bow is the system they introduced in Dragon 2019's 4th DLC, the last one basically. It's the one where you shoot to climb things. So yeah, I haven't seen that in a while. Now the reason I'm just gonna go through her dialogue and stuff is to document it, because I did not record any of that on my PDS playthrough. And the thing about doing these companion quests, guys, is I think they're a one and done. Once you unlock your companions, it's account wide. So if I log out now and log into one of my alts, the companions are already there. I won't be able to redo the quest to get them. So Bastion's quests, Miri's quests, pay attention to them, because I think it's a one and done. Once you do it, you cannot do it again. So for me, I'm just going to have to play through the entire dialogue just to make sure I get that recorded in the event I'm putting a review together. In the event. No promises. Okay. Elo says Bastion died. Jack says Argentina just exit another lockdown, but we still semi-locked down, and we're likely will go into full lockdown again because the numbers are not changing and people seem to fail to live safe. I know what that feels like, bro. Jack says crime is up 20%.
We need to reach the base camp, but be careful. I saw a lot more cultists during my escape than the ones who led me here.
Copy that. Ooh, I like the design of this place. Superb. If this was if you could buy this as a house, I'm sure I'd be interested. We got, oh man, I'm sorry if I get the name wrong. Kike? Batoso says hi from Italy. Hello. How you doing? Anybody pre-ordered New World here? Anyone New World? Or anyone in the alpha for Ashes of Creation? Now I know Ashes of Creation Alpha 1 currently is the the visual NDA is currently up. So you probably, wait, actually, hang on. Yeah, the visual NDA is still up, but the non-verbal NDA has dropped. So if there's anyone in the alpha right now, you can actually talk about it, whatever you're seeing in Alpha 1. So feel free to share your thoughts. I remember looking at the Alpha 1 pack sometime last year, once, you know, we were figuring out that Alpha 1 was coming in 2021. And obviously Intrepid had taken off Alpha 1 packages off the store maybe 2-3 years ago. I think one of them came with the lifetime account. Like if you bought the lifetime account, that meant... hang on. Did Bastion do that? No. I couldn't tell if that was a friendly skill or is that one of our companions. So yeah. Just to let you guys know, back when I was browsing, the lifetime account for Ashes that comes in with, you know, the alphas and everything was like $1,000 Malaysian ringgit.
Not our sky.
Which is approximately like 400, 500 USD.
The bridge is out, but that support looks sturdy enough.
And that was way too much money I was willing to pay just to get into an alpha. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna sit back and watch. I would have loved to be in an Alpha 1 so I could make, you know, content, but
what are those fetchers doing to him?
It's too expensive. New World, on the other hand, yeah, I pre-ordered, waiting for the close beta next month. Let's talk to Mir real quick.
That's Yoloth, one of the other adventurers Zagira duped with this setup. They've got him strung up like a new life pony guar. Survey stone's my ashy arse. That's a sacrifice if I've ever seen one. We've got to do something.
Survey stone.
Zagira had us escorting her scholars around the area to place those so-called survey stones. Supposedly, they would get the layout of this place in an instant. Bunch of guar dung, clearly. It's sucking the life out of it. I damn well plan to try. It'll be dangerous, though. For Eolaf, most of all. That ritual is already feeding off of him somehow. That array by Eolaf seems to be the heart of the ritual, but the magic is being drawn to another focal point. We need to stop that ritual. The sooner the better, but...
Copy that. So yeah, the Bastion one was a full-on kill quest to get him, but with Mary's one, it's basically sort of like a puzzle. So it's a good mix of companion unlock quests here. So after this, what we'll do is we'll look for a portal later. We'll jump into that.
The ritual's weakened.
Giannis says, have you? Have I pre-ordered stuff? Well, New World, yes. Ashes, my pack is for Beta 2. Back then, that was the only thing I could afford. I could only afford like a Beta 2 pack. So Beta 2 is probably going to be, what, next year? So I'm going to be missing out on the Ashes Alpha goodness.
Eola! Follow me, quickly!
Okay, that's one rescue. Let's move on.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Dragon's Gaming. Hey, Dragon. He says, you're wrong. Your alt still have to do the quest to unlock the companions. Oh, am I? Okay, if that's the case, then I feel very relieved. Because I'm somewhat blowing by the story because I did this on a PDS. So if you guys were like hoping to catch it it's not a one and done then. So you can, in fact, do the quest to unlock the companions again. I mean, it doesn't make sense that they do that. Like, I thought once you unlock them, it's like already unlocked for account. Like, you don't have to unlock them again, right? It's shared, is it not? In your collections? I remember it being that way in the PDS.
Thanks mightily for getting me out of there. I don't know how much longer I could have lasted. Trying to pitch me into Orki's gnarled teeth. Or Dagon's, rather. Felt like all the air was sucked out of my lungs. I'm just hired muscle. I don't meddle with magic. They were talking, though, about... Haven't felt this bad since I nearly drowned in the sea of ghosts. But I...
Right, now another ritual here.
It worked! Sorry if that sounds too much like surprise, but I couldn't be sure if that would be enough to save Olaf's life until we tried it. If the cult is doing this to the others, we should be able to free them. It was definitely a Daedric ritual, but not your typical sacrifice. Offerings to the princes are usually quick and brutal. This was much more purposeful. I don't know what they were trying to accomplish, but the Swits didn't tell us much of their plans before stabbing us in the back, but I've got a rough idea where they were taking the other stones.
Okay, let's keep moving then. More stones. Oh, the music, the background music's fantastic. Like, it's just creepy as hell. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it, but that's creepy. Let me see. Did I miss anything? Illo says, do we know if New World is only buy to play or does it have a subscription as well? Buy to play. Buy to play for now, and on their website they did like put up a preview of their in-game cash store, and most of it, you know, for now is cosmetics. I did not press sit down. Well, it would be cool if Bastion actually took a seat beside me, so if your companions sat beside you or did the things you did, that'd be fun. But no such luck. Yeah, so let's see how long Amazon stays true to that promise. The thing with when you launch a buy-to-play game, very quickly you'll find that the cash flow will not be sustainable after a certain period. So you'll get a really large amount of cash up front from launch, pre-orders and stuff like that, and then once you realize everybody already bought your game up front, you're going to need something to keep that cash flow, you know, rolling in order to create new content. But this is Amazon we're talking about. They have a big budget, and who knows, they may introduce like a premium subscription thing like what ESO does currently. And ESO launched as a sub-only game, remember, so they had to knock it down, whereas with New World they're already starting a buy-to-play, so it would be interesting to see where they go from here. It also depends what's in their cash store. Like if they're just gonna live off cosmetics, it may prove successful. I don't know. But when you think of what New World is, or what the idea of New World, you know, you have this previously PvP-centric game, which now has turned into a somewhat semi-theme park with a PvP sandbox in the middle, with all, you know, guilds taking over territories, free companies, I should say, companies. So it will be interesting to see what else they add in that store, because for me personally, I don't think it's sustainable, their model.
Well, I'll be. Ardi actually made a break for it. She's the last one I'd have expected to escape. 2 left feet, that one. Much as I'd like to believe she made it out, somehow I doubt it. Honestly, I'm impressed she made it this far, but my gut tells me she's still here. I think we should... It's getting to the point that I hardly recognize this place. It's like the sky is on fire and everything's scorched. It's possible this is all just a side effect of the ritual, not its intent. Who knows?
Intriguing.
Lava? And look, those trees! The shifting is more drastic here.
I'm afraid to jump down to that pool. Ah, never mind. I see a bridge. How do I get across? Oh, right. Grapple point. I forgot. That was totally the point of the quest. The grapple hooks. Checking in chat real quick. Genesis New World. Yeah. Yep. So New World's pre-order beta is on the 20 now. It's end of next month. The dates are not coming to me. Sorry, you guys. After doing that video, like, I've got a whole bunch of dates jumbled mumbled in my head.
Looks like they caught Ardia after all. We need to free her.
I know 9th of June is the next big thing. We're gonna get a whole bunch of different launches here. Just talk to this.
We need to free Ardia from that ritual before it drains her soul completely, even if it kills her. Still, we should look for focal crystals nearby that are drawing power from her. Focal crystals, copy that. Are they up there?
There should be a grapple point for me up here.
We need to free Ardia from that ritual.
Wrong button. There we go. Dragon says, yes, they will be in the collections, but you can't call them out. I see. Okay, that makes sense. So here's a correction for you guys.
Still something drawing power from the ritual.
I've just unlocked Bastion and I'm doing Miri, so once I've done that, it will be unlocked on my account. As in companions will be unlocked, but I can only summon them on this character because I finished the quests. So if you want to unlock or summon your companions on your alts, you'll have to come to Blackwood and do the quests. So that's an example of a system that ESO has introduced, this grapple hook thing, in 2019, and they're still using it today, which is good. If they just introduced it and abandoned it, and I don't think most people would care anyway.
Come on, Nadia. Watch your step.
Okay, let's follow Maris. We're going here.
I'm just a little unsteady.
Ellis, will there be a reset before the official launch in New World, or is it a glorified head start for pre-orders? I believe it's a reset. I could be wrong though. I will double check that, but I'm pretty sure it's a reset. If it's going to be rolling on, it would be unfair because, you know, like I said, there's territory up for grabs. You know, there's going to be lots of guilds vying for settlements and things like that. So if everyone's getting a head start in the beta, that would be unfair. It's happened before with other games, of course. I'm not denying that, but it would suck if Amazon went down that road.
Will be all right. Hopefully she can make a successful escape this time. I can't be certain, but Geow, Skarlor, and my little brother Liam are still missing. We have to assume they've been captured. I have a theory about the purpose of these rituals. The changes to the land, the sky, the blasted heat. I think this ruin isn't actually part of Nirn. More like a piece of our world bottled up.
Oh, that's
the
interesting.
cult is trying to fill the bottle.
All more reason to stop that. And meantime, I believe Bastion has leveled up a bit more. Let me just check real quick. So he is now combat level 3. So based on what I've been doing, you can see the pace of how leveling is going to be. Like me, I'm stopping to talk to you guys in chat. I'm also, doing dialogue and things like that. So it's a bit slow. But if you took him out and you went and did the same, is it Bankurai? The same Bankurai Dark Anchor XP spam, you'll get him up in level in no time. It did say that I had new abilities. There we go. Fairy Tail, Craig Smash, what else? But my 4th skill is going to come in level 7, so that's like a long way to go. Now, do I have any gear for him or no? Still no gear, so this is going to be a bit harder to come by. I wonder if there's any on the trading house. Like, can gear be traded? If it's bound, meh. Giannis says, did you try Solo? Solo, for those of you guys who don't know, is Sword of Legend Online, which is a Chinese MMORPG. Very martial arts focused. Think of Kung Fu, not Kung Fu. Was it Kung Fu? No. There was another MMO like it. Very Dynasty Warriors. Wushu Online, I think it was. Something Wushu. It's got a very similar vibe.
Garlo, over
It's
here.
pretty much modern day action combat. Unfortunately, Giannis, it's region locked. So it's launching for Gameforge in the EU and North America, and it's already out in China, of course. But if you're in Southeast Asia, it is not available. And this is one game I do not want to, buy with a different currency. Well, one of our companions is gone, so he's a lost cause. Yeah, but it's one of those games where I'm not going to spend the currency just to play through a VPN on Gameforge, unfortunately.
I've read accounts of this happening, but I've never seen it myself.
So yeah.
This
I learned it the hard way. Like it said global, it said the Western launch, and then somebody gave me a key, the beta key.
This is what will happen.
And when I went to Gameforge to put it in,
brother.
it said not available in your region. So hey, tough luck. Sometimes it sucks being where I am in the world. I have to VPN so much stuff, but I can't do much. So that's one game I won't be making content for, unless it so happens to have a global launch. And if I could read Mandarin, I probably would go play the Chinese version, but I can't.
You're right. This isn't the time to lose it. There's still hope for the others.
Have you guys played solo? Janice, did you play solo? How did you find it?
There must be another ritual site nearby. Let's go.
Like from the preview videos I've seen, from their housing to the combat system, I mean, it looks okay. It looks decent. I'm not sure if it's something that will keep my interest for long. Like, Genesis, no way, it's hard to believe. I'm serious, dude, it's region locked. Okay, I'm looking for another grapple point. Let me see. There, right there. Am I too far? Yep. In my opinion, nothing unique, says Janice about Sword of Legend Online. And, you know, that's an important point, like, unique. Think of all the MMOs that have launched in recent years. What did they really add to the MMO, you know, industry or the MMO universe where you could point at it and said, that's a game changer? In fact, a little bit of homework. Try and think of an MMO, the last MMO that you pointed to and said, that is something special. That really shake things up. That's a unique mechanic that is going to change the MMO industry. Think of one and let me know in chat. What was it for you? Because if I'm being honest, very few games that have come out in recent times have actually made me go, wow, that's fresh.
And I'll make you watch your brother waste away.
This focal point is finished, but it wasn't the only one by the look of it.
Did you need something?
Oops, you're in the way, Bastion. No, wait, hang on. There's one more thing. Ah, damn it. Can I come up through the back here? Nope, I'm gonna need a grapple point. I see it, I see it, I see it. Right there. Ha, gotcha.
It stopped feeding on their soul. Let's do the same to the rest. You're free! Come on!
You came back for me?
Okay, so now who's left? Her brother, right? That's the last one. Into another Oblivion plane. So yeah, back to what we're talking about. In a second. Just talk to me real quick.
We managed to save her. I don't know if that'll improve her opinion of me. Well, my kind. But I'm glad. I wouldn't wish what happened to poor Garlor on anyone.
Okay, we've got everybody but your brother.
Liam. Hang in there, little brother. We'll find you. We seem to be getting close to the heart of the cult's plot. Other than the ruins, the terrain here is unrecognizable from where we came from. I'd wager that's where we'll find him. And Sagira. No, I don't care about that hooded viper. I just want my little brother back. But if she stands in our way, I'll gladly kick her fetching ass back to Oblivion. Come on, Liam needs me.
That's a weird... That's a unorthodox name for a dark elf, right? Liam?
Attack!
Dark elf, Liam. Irish dark elf. Sorry to generalize if there's any Irish out there. Like, when I think of Liam, I think of Irish for some reason. Sorry.
Can I help you with something?
Okay, grapple across. Let's go get Liam. Something's
Sagira,
killed that scamp.
Give Liam back, and maybe I won't fetch and kill you.
Allow me to reward you for hampering our progress.
Oh, there it is.
You may listen to your brother's muffled screams, unmolested, as you stand helpless before this gateway.
Damn it! She sealed the gate. We need to remove that barrier. That switch might have something to do with it. That switch locked us out. We aren't getting that gate open by force, but I bet that mechanism... I think that mechanism must be connected to the gate, but that can't be the only thing stopping us, or Sagira wouldn't be so confident. We should look around. There might be more of these days.
Alright, so flip the switch and look for more switches to open up that gate. This red stuff, yeah, around circles real nice. Up there. I need to another grapple point. Let's go. There. Alright. Hello. Okay, check in chat real quick. Janice ESO kind of pioneered the zone level scaling that then WoW took. Yeah, I still can't believe WoW had level scaling. Like, I remember when they were introduced in 7.3, I think it was. My memory could be hazy, but if I remember correctly, it was 7.3 because I just started playing WoW like a few months before, and then level scaling came right when I was in Pandaria. That's when it happened. I remember vividly because the day after the patch, I was streaming the leveling stream. It's on my channel somewhere, and it was like, wow, that's crazy. It was fun for a while, but it was really hard. Like, Pandaria didn't scale very well initially. Took a few tweaks. But yeah, the whole level scaling thing.
The gate's unsealed. Let's find Liam.
Like, my memory doesn't go way back that well, but I'm thinking Guild Wars 2 may have had one of the early systems of scaling.
Sagira,
in terms of moving between
little
zones,
lava is going to stop me, you've
or
got
coming down and getting
coming.
scaled down. Oops, what happened? I just saw someone grapple past me. Oh no, bad idea. Okay, so optional steps: destroy eastern, western, and let's talk to Mary. What do you got?
This is it! We're going to save Liam and stop Sagira's plot here and now. Let's find the ritual's focal points and weaken it so we can set him free. I don't know. He's my little brother. I have to try, if it comes to it.
Okay, we'll save your little brother Liam. Pretty simple. Just look for those grapple points and destroy the crystals. Genesis,
might not be enough.
BDO kind of action combat. Yeah, I think I would say BDO sort of fine-tuned the action combat to be to a formula that feels comfortable and fun.
I think that's all of them.
And it became a standard.
Hooray.
Hussein Rida just subbed. Thank you, Hussein. Welcome to the channel if you're watching the stream. But yeah, BDO's action combat system, they refined it to a point where it became super comfortable, and then for a while there, I think between 2017, 18, 2019, you saw a lot of South Korean MMOs try and match their standard and come up with games that would sort of replicate that. So BDO had their action combat down to a T, but in terms of, you know, the one that was doing action combat decently before BDO came along, I would say is kind of like Terra. Terra, when it first launched, you know, everybody was raving about how gritty their action was, and when I played it, I kind of agreed. Think of BDO as like the real flashy, fast-paced thing that just looks amazing, and when you pull off a combo, it just feels great. With Terra, you had to, you know, put some timing and strategic thinking into what you're doing, and it was fun. Like doing dungeons with Terra's combat system. When I first did it the first time, I'm like, wow, okay, this is pretty cool. Unfortunately, for the rest of the game, Terra for me, when I think back about my time leveling in Terra and putting out that review, all I think about is just the combat system. Like, nothing really sticks out. The dungeons aren't really that great. Story isn't that great. The leveling experience was boring. That's my experience with Terra anyway. And the PvP, I mean, come on, I don't even want to talk about PvP. You get put into like sumo suits, and your PvP is just jumping around and trying to hit other sumo players. Like, wasn't for me. Terra.
You can inform your worthless legates that we stopped the cultists. No thanks to you.
Just be grateful your little dispute didn't land you afoul of the law. Cease your meddlesome trespassing while you're ahead and get a real job.
And I think we're done with Miri. We should have her as a companion now.
It. My little brother is safe, and that backstabbing viper Sagira's plans are in shambles. almost wish I could see what Dagon does to her for her failure, but my imagination's probably better than his anyway.
What's next?
We leave this useless swit to his report and count to Zora's lucky stars. My little brother is alive and well, thanks to you. That's more than I could ask. We owe you. If you ever need anything, and I mean anything, you can count on me.
Ta-da!
I should get word that we're safe to our parents as soon as possible. I hope to see you again soon. And Liam, straight to Leyawen, you hear?
I just want a moment to catch my breath and thank your friend here, Mother.
So that's Liam. And that's it, guys. That's the 2 quests to unlock the companions, the 2 companions. So now we've got Bastion and Miri. I still have Bastion summoned here, by the way. So now that we have him, let me just talk to him real quick.
What's on your mind?
We haven't really explored the first one, which is let's talk about our partnership.
I'm listening. What's on your mind?
How do you feel about our friendship?
I trust you. There aren't many people I would say that about.
That really doesn't change unless you move the friendship meter to the red side of things.
Did you need something?
What about share something about yourself?
I've had some mage training, so I'm pretty handy with the destruction staff. I'm also a decent sword and board man. You know, one-handed weapon and shield.
That's about it. Let's go ahead and
always ready to help.
Hang on, let me just check if I got any equipment for him. Wasn't really paying attention to my loot, but no, still no equipment. Gosh, I on the PDS I remember running a ton of dungeons and delves, just trying to look for companion gear. It's pretty hard to find. Although if you use their cheat, if you play in a PDS and you make a max level character or whatever, they will give you a box full of equipment where you can just equip it. But I was trying to go and do it like how I would level normally, just trying to look for gear. I could not find any. Okay, let me dismiss him and let's go ahead and get Miri out. Now it's important to note that if you summon one of your companions, like if you have a banker NPC or you have a merchant NPC, you can't summon them. So it's going to be a bit of a pain in the butt trying to summon one, you know, after the other. So just put them on a quick slot and call it a day.
Miss me? Something you need to discuss?
Let's check out your companion menu. So she's got piercing arrow, life absorption. Now I've seen like forum chat saying, you know, both companions should have a shared XP bar so that, you know, if you level Bastion to 3, then Miri should be 3. I don't know, any ESO players, what do you guys think about that? I mean, for me, I don't mind leveling one or the other because I'm usually going to just stick to one. I'm not going to bring out 2. It really depends. Like, if you're really into lore stuff and you're playing it for the flavor, if you're a thievy type character, mischievous, you do a lot of stealing and killing, then you want Miri. If you're by the book, you want Bastion, so that, you know, your rapport goes to the green. Yeah, I haven't decided what I want with her, but she's basically DPS for now. Same with Bastion, really, just that he has a heal skill. So I'm gonna keep Miri out. I think I would level with her for a bit. And now, with companions out, let's find a portal and jump in. Portals are the new landscape dynamic event, which should be fun if I manage to find one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ride all the way back south again to where I first saw one. And hopefully it leads to a bigger invasion portal, and then we'll get to see Mehrunes Dagon just walking around. Or like if you watch the stream, there was actually like a big kaiju battle going on in the background, like this huge battle between. It was awesome. I would like to see that for myself. Come on, portals. Should probably have map chat going too, because you know the ESO community will call out like world bosses and portals and things like that, so we know what's going on. You'll know it when you see it. It's just like a red streak of stuff on the ground going to the air. Pretty much what a portal looks like. Okay, while we run around discovering stuff, let me check in the chat. We got Sumjiva. Hey, he says, so does this title count as a DLC or a whole new game? It's a DLC Blackwood is a chapter, which is basically ESO's version of an expansion, where it adds a new play area, new systems or mechanics. Technically, oh, portal. Yes. Let's go. So here we got Rurina guarding it. But yeah, 𝒍𝒍𝒊𝒍, it's basically... Where's the portal?
Something new.
It was right there. Damn it. Did I miss it? Well, that's a bummer. I killed the NPC guarding the portal and the portal disappeared. That sucks. Anyway, yeah, to answer your question, it is the same game. It's just a DLC. It adds to the story. Every year, ESO does a year-long storyline where they drop all the DLCs, 2 dungeon DLCs, 2 story DLCs, sorry, 1 story DLC, and then the main expansion itself. And all of them are narratively tied to the year, so it's the same theme going on. So this year is all about Gates of Oblivion. So we have a new Daedric storyline going on. I can't believe that. I was so close to getting to the portal, and now I gotta run around looking for one again. Okay, more running around outside town. Meantime, back to the chat. Dragon's Game says, so far all the companion gear I have found is bind on equip. Ah, oh, damn it. Well, thanks for the info, man. Oh, wait, bind on equip? Sorry. In my head, I thought bind on acquire, because that's something I was dreading to hear. But if it's bind on equip, I should probably check my guild trade store and see if anyone's selling anything. Because, they can be hard to get. Maybe the drop rate is improved because I haven't been into a delve. So maybe let's do that. Let's jump into a nearby delve. See if their boss drops. Or let's just do a world boss. Which one's nearer? Where am I? I'm here. Okay, let's go south. There's a world boss right here. Let's go do that. Let's see if it drops there. Do you remember where you got your your companion gear, Dragon's Gaming? 𝒍𝒍𝒊𝒍 also says, what's the race level of the protagonist? Me? I am a Breton male because I'm using a Magicka build and I'm max level 50. If you're talking about the main story NPC protagonist, there's a few, and because it's an MMORPG, they don't really have their own like max level or things like that. It's undisclosed. 𝒍𝒍𝒊𝒍 says, my Black Desert Online main is a daring level 1. Well, you've only seen... Well, that's a good level to be going out and grinding. You can actually, as a level 1, just stay in Velia and just fish away. You can spend you can spend a year just fishing in Velia, and you'd still make money, you'd still earn XP. Ah, I came too late. Visha, the Swamp Mystic, is dead. Well, this would be a good test for Miri. So I guess I'll wait here for now. Yeah, Bastion gets upset if you steal from thieves' shows. Damn, that's what I do. What about C&GLipscomb portals? Well, actually, C&GLipscomb, that doesn't count as stealing, right? Because it doesn't show up in red when you get the option. We'll just take stock of the map here. How many side quests do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Good amount of side quests plus the main story quests as well. This add-on does count main story. Yeah, can't wait to do this on all my alts as well. What else is new? Trial? We got a new 12-man trial, right? Where is that? Right down here. Rock Grove. Expel the Sulzan from Rockgrove. Trial, for those that don't know, is it's a 12-man. Well, I guess you could call it a raid, a version of a raid. Dungeons are 4-man. And then you got public dungeons as well. Is there a new public dungeon? Let's see.
Death and chaos, we bow to your
Crap.
power.
Back up, back up.
It is too late to stop.
Okay, let's see our companion in action.
Rule over all.
Wait, how many bosses are there? Or is it just one boss? Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably interrupt this one. Yep, there we go. So we can do that real quick. So who do we have here? I'm trying to look for named NPCs. Okay, we have one priest type thing, which I'm probably gonna have to interrupt once in a while. Okay, one of them summons portals. As you notice, my health isn't really going down, but that's because of the Ring of the Pale Order, so that's why you want one of those. Antiquities is worth grinding for, you drop that one. Swap weapons again. Throw in some light attacks for good measure, get out of that. A second player has joined. I can't even tell you where my companion is. My companion's dead. Look at the top left, guys. Miri is dead. Now, just for the sake of the stream, I'm gonna find her. Where did she die? Okay, looking at the mini map. Oh, she's right there, Miri. So my companion died in the bushes. Now, if you want to resurrect her, you're gonna have to like do the usual. Hold F. Nope. Once the combat thing is over, the boss is dead, she automatically revives. So, if you want to revive her... Ooh, I just got companion gear. You just obtained a new piece of companion gear to equip this on your companion. Thank you, ESO gods, for watching the stream and knowing that I was looking for companion gear. I just got one.
Problem, Sarah?
Okay, so under character, under equipment, let's see what we got. Companions Sabton. So this is heavy feat, increases critical strike. Now again, these are only for companions. Your character cannot put this on. Bind and equip. Yeah, you're right, Dragon. It's bind and equip, so that's cool. Do I want to put this on? Heavy? Why not? I'm sure. Okay, there we go. So once you equip it, it's just going to be like other gear. It'll just bind to your account. So I'm pretty sure I can unequip it later on and send this to Bastion if I wanted to. So that's one piece, you guys. One piece. So what other skills do I have now? Oh, I need... Well, I'm going to need 2 heavy pieces if I really want to turn her into a tank. She's currently a bow. Let me see. Her opening strike, yeah, so basically, in terms of your skills, right, so if you want her to tank, you gotta put the tanking skill right up the #1 slot in the action bar, so that's the order of what she will execute. So you can build her to be like a aggro taking tank right off the bat. But my experience on the PDS has shown me that they have no survivability really early on, so all these world bosses, you'd find that they would die almost immediately, and you'd be there soloing it like you normally do without companions. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna give her this Deadly Assassin meantime. You can hit F1 for more info. And this is your tutorial page for companions gear. Yeah, companion gear scales up in quality as well, so you might get purples. I'm not sure if there's a legendary companion gear or not. I can't remember. Cannot be upgraded or enchanted. There are no item levels or sets for companion gear. You can find companion gear when you're participating in content while your companion is active. Yep, pretty big. So at least I know what I'm doing. Trying to farm for companion gear. World bosses definitely do drop them. Dragon says, huh, I think I had one from the public dungeons. The others I don't remember. Also try the world bosses for companion gear. Yep, that's a thing now. I'm probably gonna go do all the world bosses here. Get companion gear. And there's 2 public dungeons. Sweet. I'll look for him later, I suppose. Let's just do one more world boss while we wait for a portal to show. I'm still upset that I made it all the way to that portal and it just disappeared. Tough luck. I'm gonna quickly turn around and check how far she is away from me. So that's improved. That's nice. Usually, you know, the first week of BDS, companions would be like so far behind you that I honestly got pissed off. Like, if you really wanted to tackle something like a world boss when you get there, and you want to start the fight early, and you turn around and your companion's not there, you're like, you have to wait for it to catch up. So that AI has improved at least. Let me just hit this one real quick and see if... Let's see her take it on solo. I'm not doing anything. I'm just letting her do it. Pretty quick. I think that's relatively quick, I suppose. How about a whole group? So she's level 2 at the moment, with only 1 piece of heavy gear and a couple of skills. So I'm just letting her take it on her own. See how fast she can kill, like, mobs. Oh, terrible ideas just come to my head. AFK companion leveling. I wonder if it'd work if you just like go... Oh! She died! Oh crap, I wasn't looking at a health bar. Damn it. I wasn't expecting her to die. I was not looking at a health. I thought she had things covered. Oh no, am I really gonna have to spend... Oh, never mind. That was almost instant. What level is she?
Change of plans?
2. Wow, she died pretty quick to landscape mobs. That's not encouraging at all. Last one. Let's see, 2 wolves. I just want to see how fast her health. I'm paying attention to her health now. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. I still have aggro. I still have aggro. Come on, Mary, take the aggro. There we go. Okay, watch your health. Top left. She interrupted, so companions can do stuff like that. That's cool. Yeah, I guess if your companion's taking on, you know, 1 or 2, it's okay. But if it's like a pack of 3 or more... Oh, remember, I found the public dungeon. It's right here. Xanathar's Abbey. Yeah, if you're new to ESO and you're wondering, no, you cannot take companions into PvP. Okay, hopefully 1 more piece of gear drops. I see no portal callouts on map chat, which is unfortunate. Okay, what you guys waiting for? Let's go.
Kill all the intruders like that.
Guess we're doing this.
Oh, get out of that. Ooh, holy mama. Okay, this is gonna be tough. I need my potion. I need my wall. My companion is still alive. Ooh. What is causing that rip thing? Okay, I guess okay. Get out, get out. I wonder if killing his pet has an enrage mechanic. Do they dodge out of AoE? Says Illo. I'm trying to keep an eye on her right now. No, I guess not. She's dead. she's directly north of where I'm at, like where I'm staring at. So she was standing right there. But unfortunately, I don't think that was the AI smart enough to do that. But earlier on, I did see her like interrupt mobs and things like that. So I know it's capable of doing things like interruption and stunning, but I don't know if it's smart enough to get out of AoE. Interrupt that. Oh, I'm getting some serious skill lags. Incoming ulti. I've got aggro. Got enough. Almost down. And down. So at least the good news is that your companions will still get XP even though they're dead. And they will revive on their own. Unfortunately, no new companion gear at that time. But I do love world bosses. The difficulty over the past like 3 years has really, they've ramped up the difficulty of world bosses, which is enjoyable.
Hope we find something interesting today.
Any new equipment for you? Nada. So yeah, add world bosses to your list of farming if you're looking for companion gear. Should we do, well, public dungeon? Let's just finish up world bosses, I suppose. Is there another one around here? Far away. Alright, one more. While we're looking for, yeah, this one more thing I want to do tonight, and that's a portal. I want to do this landscape portal things. The problem is, unlike all the other chapters, dark anchors, dragons, harrow storms, you can see the signs, the visual cues in the world that they've spawned and it's live. With Blackwood's portals, there's no indication of it being spawned anywhere because it's not that big, it's just a portal. So it's like a, I don't know how to explain it, but it's harder to find, easier to miss. What am I doing? Where am I? Oh, okay, I took the shortcut, so let's swim across. Dragons games, I've seen Bastion dodge. Damn. Well, that's good then. I wonder if it has anything to do, like, if you're the higher level your companion, the better they are at, you know, situational awareness for AoEs and things like that. It would make sense in a way, and it gives you an incentive to really grind them up level-wise. Checking map chat, still no portal callouts. That's a shame. From what I've done, like from the portal things I've done on PDS, they were really fun. It's just that they don't happen often enough. Oh, chest. It won't be an Elder Scrolls stream without me finding a chest to open. Come on, portals, don't let me down. Did I just see a hole in the tree? What is that? No, that's just a branch chopped off. Blackwood, decent size overland. Greymoor was pretty overwhelming because you had the overworld Skyrim and then you had the underworld stuff too. Which, you know, I gotta be honest, first time playing through Greymoor last year, I got lost so much. I am so far north. Damn it. Okay, let's go back down south. taking the scenery, taking the music.
You lead.
What? What happened? Oh, did Miri just pull this? Go on, Miri, finish him off. Lizard bear. Okay, so that's a dodge. I just saw a dodge. But there was no AoE or anything, so it's just like a random thing, huh? That's weird. That's a bit of a lag there. Checking in chat, Elo says, do you think they will add more companions later on? If so, do you think owning Blackwood will be mandatory to have other companions? Good point, Elo. I really think they will add more companions on because it will be such a waste. And I personally think, like, you know, ESO so far, the main story, they've added or they've introduced so many great characters through the story, right? And I think eventually one of their plans will be probably to let a story companion eventually join, a story character, NPC, join you as a companion. I think that there is some form of plan there to do that, because with MMOs, especially with ESO, when you're introducing so many characters from NPCs and story, you're gonna have to take some out. So I think in the future we'll see a main character from the story eventually get relegated to being our companion, which I wouldn't mind at all. And as for adding new characters to become companions, I can totally see them doing that. Also as an additional plus point to maybe purchase a future chapter or something like that. As for the second part of your question, even right now, the companion system is not a base game update 30 freebie. You have to own Blackwood in order to be able to unlock companions, so I do think it's necessary. But hey, you know what, if you're not playing ESO now, don't worry about it, because give it 9 months or something, you'll see this on a sale and then you pick it up. Okay, so this boss is Old Deathward. I do not like the look of this, but we're gonna try and solo it anyway with Miri. I already know she's gonna die within a couple of seconds. We got Michael in chat. It says, been ages since wife and I could catch you in stream, so how have you been, good sir? Is there an MMO you have your eye on, excited for? Hello, Michael. It's been a while. Good to see you, man. How are you doing? Are you and the wife safe? Good to hear from you. I've been good, just, you know, keeping it together in the pandemic and work and all that stuff. But I still never lost. I kept my eyes on MMOs and I'm still making videos, so that's good. As for what I'm keeping my eye on, everything this summer really. All the new content. I mean, the most immediate thing, Guild Wars 2, ESO's already launched their big content, right? And then later in the year, New World is the one that I'm really looking forward to in terms of a Western big name studio MMO, Amazon. I've already paid for that, and I'm looking forward to playing it really, because if Amazon and New World fails, you know what that means? That means the future of Western MMOs will look at that, you know, Amazon's New World as probably the last one. It's the last one we'll see that a studio spends over $200-400 million on an MMO, and then to see it flop, it wouldn't do our industry any good. So I'm hoping it will succeed. Otherwise, all we're gonna get is just repetitive, factory grinded out, you know, MMOs basically, carbon copy clones and things like that. Other than New World, Guild Wars 2's End of Dragons expansion, of course, and Walker, Final Fantasy. I mean, those are expansions, not really new games, but that's what I'm looking forward to. What about you? What are you looking forward to? Okay, I'm ready. Miri. Okay, here we go. Anybody else? Is there any other player? Yep, I see one. So I'm gonna start the fight first. AoE max. Let's go. I don't really know what the mechanic for this one's gonna be, but I'm guessing we're gonna have to stay out of the poison pools at some point. Another Templar. Where's my Miri? Alright, Miri's right there. You can see her. She's just shooting away. I've got I think she'll survive this one. Yep, she's still alive. She's still alive. She haven't moved. She's right there. She's right here. And she's contributing. I mean, there's a lot more players now, so... Well done. This is the first world boss where my companion didn't die.
Around wreaking havoc, right?
Good job, Miri. And you did hear her spew some stuff. Some dialogue, but it wasn't relevant at all. So, you know, what I'm going to do over the next couple of weeks is, of course, play through the story. And then, hopefully, they've added in more companion dialogue that would fit the narrative. I mean, I don't think so. I don't think they would go back and retroactively add companion dialogue for, like, the base game story regarding the Prophet and things like that. It would be really cool, but I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, it doesn't make sense timeline-wise as well, because if you're following the main ESO's main story, you know, you come out of Soul Harbor, a Cold Harbor, you're soulless, and then to immediately have companions by your side kind of doesn't make sense, I guess. So my hope is in the future, when they're introducing new content with new DLCs, then they really start to get into the dialogue and, you know, maybe help you make decisions, whether do we kill this person or save them or things like that. Alright guys, I'm going to spend a couple of minutes running around the landscape looking for a portal. She just said, let's ride. Because that's one more thing I want to do on the stream. Oh, look at that. It's a nice statue. Oh, it's a crafting station. Sahuagin sword. I don't remember any of the sets that I saw in PDS. Michael says, could not agree more. Hope New World does well for us. We are hoping we see Blue Protocol in our lifetimes. That's right. Didn't the last news drop I did before April or March, Japan was having their second closed beta for Blue Protocol, and you know, one of the translators that I follow on Twitter, they were saying that the game is in a good stage. It's just having technical stuff, server issues and things like that with a large amount of players at the same time. Beyond that, still nothing. I know Japanese players are going to see it first. As far as a Western release date, still nothing. But yeah, I would love to see Blue Protocol come to the West too. I like their anime style. It's aesthetically very pleasing. It's something right up my alley. Oof, what is with the FPS drops? What's going on? So I've come to Gideon. For those of you that remember Gideon back in the day. I'm just going to unlock a way shrine and move on. Let me put another marker down. Let's cover the western area. I remember seeing a portal there right at the beginning of the stream, but then I left because I wanted to get Bastion. I also, since we have given up ever seeing Dragon Quest X, the MMO, ever leave Japan. Yeah, good point, but you know, I think in recent years we're starting to see more of those obscure Japanese MMOs start thinking about, you know, expanding westward. Perfect example would probably be Phantasy Star Online. Like, nobody would have guessed that it would be coming to the West, but then we got it, and not only did we get the original PSO2, we now have new Genesis coming out on the 9th this month as well. And that's down to how popular PSO2 apparently is in the West. So for them to immediately put it out in the West, make all that money, and then Sega's like, okay, you know what, we should have done this years ago. So let's go ahead and remaster it with new Genesis. And fair play to them, you know, they took their opportunity, and I'm guessing there's going to be a lot more Western, you know, games and publishers will be looking at that thinking, we can do what Sega did there and make some money too. There was one game, I can't remember what but it shut down. It was like a really, it's like a Dark Souls MMO, but it's another franchise, something like Dark Souls, but not exactly. something online. I can't remember what it was, but I would love to have seen that come to the west. Checking map chat. No portal callouts. So this is slowly starting to become a little bit annoying for me because portals, the whole portal invasion thing, you enter a portal, you know, you go to an Oblivion plane, you fight back the wave of monsters, and then you go deeper into, you know, bigger boss fight and things like that. It's awesome. But what's the point if you never ever see it on the landscape? Like, if I have to travel back and forth for like 20 minutes to find a portal, what is the point if nobody ever sees that content? I mean, it's just a rant, but that's my luck, I guess. I haven't come across one. Well, I did. Ran up to it and it disappeared. So hopefully somewhere out there there's a guide on, you know, portal spawn points, and that's probably where I'm gonna have to camp in order to find one. Shame. That was a new feature of Blackwood as well. It would suck if I don't get one tonight. So, what else is new? Endeavors. Should we talk about Endeavors a little bit? Okay, so for those that do not play ESO, if you go to the Crown Store, there's an entire section here where you can buy crown crates, and crown crates are basically your loot boxes, basically. And if you didn't get something from it, you can buy them kind of a la carte through these rewards that uses up gems. And how you get gems is basically you turn in something from a crown crate that you didn't want and extract the gems out of it. So the more you buy, the more you extract, then the higher your gem balance is going to be. So the idea of Seals of Endeavor is basically to give you an in-game option, an in-game currency to purchase those crown crate items without spending any money. Now on the PDS, you basically had tasks like, you know, kill a Delve boss, kill 20 humanoids, and those will award you with a Seal of Endeavor. And then you could go buy the same things. It's not too bad. You've got dailies and weeklies, and it's a nice quality of life feature to make sure that, you know, if you never spend any money besides just buying the base game, you could still work towards getting a cool looking store mount or a cool looking outfit or things like that. So think of it as an incentive to play the game, to get that currency to buy store items. Now the reason why there wasn't any here is because I believe they said they were going to unlock this when the next set of crown crates are released or something like that. So I can't really show you what they are, but you can just Google like some of the objectives. It's really easy. Defeat a world boss, blah blah blah. Just PvE stuff. I don't remember seeing any PvP objectives in there, but I wonder if there would be. Alright, last 2 minutes. I'm just gonna go around looking for a portal. There's still nobody on chat calling out map portals. I'm playing on the North American mega server, and it's 12 midnight for me here, so that's what, 12 p.m. New York. So I'm thinking on a Sunday this place should be a little bit more populated and everybody's hunting portals together. But then again, Blackwood is like what, 5 days old now, 4 days old. So maybe most of the people have already done it and moved on. Ah, my luck. Okay, let's check in the chat. Meantime, we got Toby. Hey, Toby says, "Yo, Adrian, what is your main MMO now, if there's one?" There is... Oh, how do I put this? I play 4 MMOs, more than most. World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV, ESO, and Guild Wars 2. But I would say ESO and Guild Wars 2 are currently my main MMOs. But I do jump, you know, back and forth with new games and betas, tests, and things like that. Why do you ask? What is your main MMO, Toby? Michael says, so I know eventually you will do a video on this topic, but we have to ask in a general sense, how are you liking Blackwood? Has ESO been dropping amazing content the last 2 expansions? Yes and yes. I would say the content... Okay, hang on, I got this weird beeping noise in my headphone. Let me just fix that. I seem to have lost all audio. Hang on a sec, Michael. I'll get back to your question in a sec. Are you guys getting audio? Okay, it's back. That's weird. Unfortunately, my receiver is a little faulty. And now my game... Everything just hung. Everything just froze. What's going on? Is my CPU frying out? I blame Guild Wars 2. Because I remember the Guild Wars 2 stream doing the final boss fight. Fighting Rylan and Bran. My CPU was heating up so bad. But yeah, to answer your question, I said this earlier in the stream, but Blackwood is one of the first chapters for ESO that I played a lot of it on the PDS server, on the test server 2 months ago, because I was very excited for companions and I wanted to get a feel, see if they were doing it right. And I wasn't really impressed back then in the PDS because it was an early iteration. The AI was very buggy. They were dumb, really. They just did not function like a proper companion system. And I was comparing it to like the response times with what Star Wars: The Old Republic's companions could do. You get into a fight and bam, the companions are immediately on the enemies, either tanking or healing, or SWTOR's companions do their job and do it effectively. And I was wondering what ESO's companions, how effective they would be, and at the very beginning they weren't comparable. But so far it's okay. I mean, not much has changed. I think they've gotten faster. They follow you around faster now, which is great, because in the PDS, when I first started playing, they would lag behind a lot. They seem to dodge and roll out of stuff too now, which is good. Otherwise, yeah, the quality has been great. Like, since Dragon... see, I can't remember the name of... 2019's chapter. Elsewhere. Since Elsewhere onward, the quality has been good. I enjoy Yasu's story. Greymoor was just epic. I like Greymoor. Blackwood is... I guess it's okay. I only did halfway through the main story, so I'm gonna have to do this properly to give you a full opinion on the main story. But otherwise, the zone and everything else, it's alright. Come on, Portal! If they could just add one thing, just make, like, if there's a portal, make it have, like, the Hailstorm, light in the sky thing. I'm just gonna ask the map. Zone. Anyone see a portal? Let's do this! Jump in quick. So that's the portal I'm talking about. It takes us to the Deadlands, and now it's a public dungeon, and I'm excited because we don't know what we're gonna get in here. It's not quite, there's a term for it, being different all the time. Changes all the time is a word for it. It's not designed that way, but you will see different variations of the Deadlands every time you step into a portal. And there's going to be different entrances all over Blackwood. So hopefully...
Dare invade the domain of Mehrunes Dagon!
Yes, I dare. Okay, let's go. I seem to be one of the first ones here, so no one else has found a portal in, so I'm just gonna kill everything. Is that a big boss down there? Yep, I see something by the lava. Come on, Miri, we got this. So yeah, the next portal that we go to, it's gonna be a completely different area that we enter from. Is that a boss? Yep, there is. Like a mini boss.
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
You don't have a choice, Miri. You work for me now. Kill him. Kill him, kill him, kill him. I don't think there's anyone else in here yet. Hang on, where did I come from? I came from down there, right? Yep. Okay, so let's move on here. Let's check the map real quick. Dragon's gaming chat says yes, and Elos is procedurally generated. Thank you. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. It was at the tip of my tongue. I just couldn't spell it out. Yep, procedurally generated. So it's nothing like that where, you know, it's designed to be different or build itself differently every time you jump in. Okay, so that is another portal at the end, and that should be taken. Oh, hang on. Is that no? That's for mobs. But yeah, you will see a good variation of enemy mobs in here that belong, you know, in Oblivion. Okay, onward we go. I want to see a giant, like, Daedra. Come on! Let's see where this takes us. Hopefully not back out. Let's go deeper.
But you won't last much longer.
Nice. Okay, let's kill this thing.
The last of them. Oh, thank feck.
Flareon. Oh, boss time. Let's do this. Come on, Miri. So keep your eye on Miri at the back there, so she's standing safely away from AoEs, and I'm stupidly standing in them, but I do have a self-healing ring. There, so my companion's at a good distance at the moment. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, mayday, mayday. Okay, Miri's dead, companion's dead. Oh, interrupt that, fast, interrupt that. Okay, there we go. That was close. I don't think I could have taken... AoE, you want to stand out of that. Oof, oof, pain, 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 pain. He's almost dead, he's almost dead. And down. Oh, finally, another player showed up. So someone else has found a portal. Hey, what's up? Sorry if you didn't get to tap him. But I believe I know where I'm going, so this is the next portion of it. Yep, okay, so that's another portal that spawned there, so this is going to lead us deeper in. Okay, clear. Let's go. Come on, show me the big guys, the real big buggers.
How can you stand against this onslaught?
Are you kidding? Don't you know who we are? So already you can see that Portals, as being the new overworld content, like the dynamic content, it's already somewhat different, or more dynamic, I would say, than your usual anchors coming from the sky or just fighting the same dragon every time. Portals are a way to make it interesting every time you find one, so I do appreciate that. Oof, that hurt. Okay, let me see if I can check in on chat real quick. Michael says, you keep killing those ads with ease, or you're going to have to start germinating builds. No, I mean, the reason why is because, you know, I do follow the usual meta builds.
Well, now I guess
because it's easy for me to
Maybe
grasp
try
and,
that.
you know, once you have certain items in your build, ooh, that is... Look at the back. I did see something big. Oh, damn it. Is he hiding behind those rocks? I did see something huge behind those rocks. I guess we're starting. Let's do this. Ooh, pain. So my companion was standing right in the crap there, and it's dead. This is the furthest I can zoom out, so I can't do much more than that. It's tough not being able to see the full boss here. Okay, ulti coming down. Damn it. I'm out of stam. I can't see much from this angle. Let me just back up real quick. He's dead. Got him. Okay, so my companion's back up. Now, where are we going? Do we go in here? Is there a door here? Okay. Havoc-Rel's Tower. Right, so it's not just like outdoor stuff, there's indoor stuff too. Ooh. Puzzle traps? Hang on, there's a lot more players in here.
I guess this is a fight now.
Oh, boss? Really? Ooh, Runic Count of Cataclysms. Okay, that is a 6 skill. You guys see that? Yes, this version of Goro. He's got some nice skills. And they all fall the same.
I'm still here. Thanks for asking.
Is that a chest at the very end there? Is that a chest? Nope. Nope, that is a chest. Okay, so this is a reward chest. Let's go and pick that up. Some blue gear. Is there another boss? Everybody seemed to have moved on. Let me follow them real quick. I don't want to be missing out on stuff. So yeah, it just keeps going and going and going. Which is why, you know, portals, if you see them, do them. Because you never know how long they're going to last. Can you use mounts in here? No, you cannot summon a mount, unfortunately. Yeah, is that a boss? Nope. So now the issue here is that because this is a public sort of event, so you're gonna come here, and then this is gonna be like the final part, if I remember correctly.
Don't give up now. I want to crush you personally.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Big one, big fight.
Consume you.
Just tagging everything for the XP.
No one battle disaster.
Now this part does remind me of Power Storms from Greymoor. Okay, the big one just popped out. Whatever that is. Titan. I can't even, I don't even know where my companion is. Probably across there. I'll look at my mini map. The boss hasn't spawned yet. Okay, now he has. Oh, yep, there he is. Oh, he just went to the ground. It's gonna spawn. Okay, he's shielded, so we have some sort of mechanic here. Let's kill everything. Unshielded. Good time for an ulti. Ouch.
Come on, then. We fight.
So much going on. I can't even see. There are dead people.
Ready to fight for the prince.
I see dead people. Oop, oop, oop. I could be dead soon. Nope. Just gotta barrier up.
Just try.
More barriers. I need things to kill. I need things to hit. See, the thing with having the Pale Order Ring, you need to hit things to get yourself heals up. If you don't have things to hit, you are dead. And another downside of the Pale Order Ring is that other people can't heal you, so you're relying on your own DPS to heal you. Almost dead. One more ulti, one more ulti. Dead. You're kidding. That's all I got? A Rubedite dagger? Okay, is that a chest at the end? Please tell me it's a chest. Okay, achievement unlocked, Defender of the Plane, and then that's the loot chest here. Still nothing good. That is not a chest. So that is it, you guys. That is what a Portal adventure is like. You find one on the landscape, and then you just follow down the rabbit hole, see what you got. The locations will change. The type of enemies you find in here will change. The lieutenants will change. I'm not sure if the boss fight changes or not. Maybe there's different ones. I'm sure if you go under the Blackwood achievements, they'll probably have an achievement to kill various different lieutenants and things like that. But that is what a Portal invasion thing looks like, which is very different from Elsewhere's dragons. It's different from Greymoor's Harrow Storms. And it looks like there's another one. Just to double check, I'm gonna go in and see if it takes me to a new one or it's the same one that I've just done.
The Deadlands are no place for a mortal fleeing.
I can't even tell you if it's the same. Ooh, hang on. There's like a crafting station in here. That's interesting. That's gonna be a pain in the butt if you wanted to craft that set. Let's go check it out. Let's take a look at the set bonuses here. Now, the way to mitigate that, of course, is to get one of those, crafting stations that allows you to cop. There, look at that. Okay, that's cool. We need to check that out. Wow. Do we get to fight that? I hit it. Hey. Yeah, I'm probably too lowly of a being for her to come over and kill me, but that is super cool. And one of the streams, she'll be fighting another giant, whatever, Adrian or something. So that's cool. All right, so I'm gonna move past all these small fries, and we're gonna I'm gonna try and get to the boss tower at the end, because I do know, unfortunately, like a lot of things, people won't wait for you. It's because it's a public kind of dungeon thing. So if you get to the last boss room late, you can't tap anything. You won't get credits for a kill. And I believe my companion is dead again. Michael says, shame, no purple. Yeah, I know. But that's just RNG, unfortunately. Wow, there's a lot of ads here. Did it keep spawning from a portal or something? We got Liquid Chat says, do you have a list of your add-ons? Yes, sir, I do. And I'll bring it up for you. Let me just get to the final boss room. In fact, I can do that real quick, because I think I'm alone in here. I don't see other players. Oh, there's a quest giver? Yeah, we'll check out Venus Note in a sec, but Liquid, I'll do it for you real quick, buddy. Here you go. add-ons. So basically, I'll tell you the main ones. Alpha gear is something I use to store, you know, different builds, and I store builds, you know, for dungeons or solo, whatever. Awesome guild store, a beam me up teleporter. That's, you just click a button and you can teleport wherever you want. If your guild mate is on, or if you have different guilds. Craft store, display leads. Lazy crafter is great. This is for immediately picking up bricks and crafting them. Master recipe list, it just shows you all the recipe lists in game. FTC is basically my hotbar all in a stack instead of having them horizontal like that. Harvest map, whenever you pick up nodes, it will remain on the map for you to see. I have a mini map in here too. Inventory grid view is great. Instead of just seeing lines, you now see proper thumbnails for your items, which is nice. Then map pins. Well, I'll just scroll down for you real quick so you can see. Surrender for the buff. It's kind of like buff bars, I suppose. Or weak auras in WoW, for example. Salty currency totals keeps track of all the currencies across all your characters. I don't remember what shopping list is. Sky shards. Oh shit, I have a lot. It just hit me. I have a shit ton of add-ons. But yeah, you can always rewind to this part in the stream, and all these live stuff is just the necessary inclusions in order for the top add-ons to work. You're gonna need these libraries. If you want my advice, I suggest you go to Minions and you download the add-on manager via Minion, because that just makes, you know, keeping track of your add-ons and updating them so much more easier than, you know, manually downloading it from like ESO UI. Now there's a quest here somewhere.
You have to know how to scrap.
I'm gonna pick up this quest real quick again because you don't know when you'll be coming back to the same portal area. So I'm gonna pick this up. Take the rune at stone. Find Orthus, Pontinian, and Leowin. Oh sweet, okay, cool. So onward we go, and I hope... Oh, we got a boss. Is the other player coming? I don't want to start without... Hey, it's the same person from earlier. Cool. I'm ready.
Your destruction is imminent, mortals.
I hope you're watching.
Different mechanics. Oh, yep, definitely different mechanics. Damn it. Oh, crap. First death of the night. That was interesting. I thought I was ahead of the fan blades the whole time. But that is going to be a real pain. Come on, do that again. I want to know what I did wrong there. He looks pretty cool though with his banner thing behind like a backpack. Oh, he did. Okay. Well, onward we go. Is that a chest? Nope, that's not a chest. Now remember, on this map, I did see a crafting station thing here. Fortunately, I'm not even sure if I can make it there in time. Because now that we have a large group, I'm pretty sure we're all just gonna bum rush into the boss room now. Oh, my backspace is at 96%. Liquid says that's a lot, yeah. It says what's the bar on top that shows you everything? Wicked's toolbar. Wicked's toolbar. Wicked. Yeah, Wicked's toolbar. And if we get a lull in the fighting, I will show it to you. This one, Wicked toolbar. Oh crap, I just ran into the whole mob. Yeah, the top bar is really handy, shows you everything, time, FPS, XP needed. Yeah, most of the MMOs I play, like WoW, ESO, Lotro, I need that top bar because it's got all the information I want. Okay, looking at this portal, But this is the same boss that I think we fought earlier. Only difference is this time we do have more people. Okay, different mechanics though. I don't remember him doing that. I'm just gonna back off a little bit and take in my surroundings. I'm looking for another giant. Nada. Oh, we killed him already? That was fast. Okay, so we're heading through the same inner thing. Okay, it's the same one. Oh well, I thought it was gonna be different. It's probably because I entered the same portal. Oh, hang on, there's the craft station. Up here. Oh, damn it. Is it downstairs? Yeah, I think it's downstairs. No, or maybe the minimap's wrong. Well, unfortunately, I just don't have the luxury to, or time to go check it because we are heading to the boss right now. Alright, so... Oh, they...
Mortals never cease.
He's dead.
To amaze me.
Ugh, all that rushing to get here and he's dead. Well, let's just see if he respawns. I want to see if we get a second shot, a second crack at the chest. Meanwhile, we can zoom in. It's too dark. Nice. I'm getting Vikings TV show flashbacks. So yeah, guys, that's Portals in a nutshell. I wanted to show you guys companions and portals, and I finally did it. We finally managed to get into a portal, so yeah. Blackwood says, got it. We got Elo saying, isn't the crafting station near your current location? Yeah, I was right there. It was in the underground area. Or probably it got mistaken for something like that. I think this is the real one on the Blackwood map, and my minimap, unfortunately, has it there. So I think we're underneath. I mean, obviously we're not underneath, we're in Oblivion, but I think my minimap's just buggy that way. It is, after all, an add-on, so bugs like that are to be expected. It's just a visual glitch, unfortunately. So there it is, guys. My impressions so far. Look, from Blackwood. Again, I said this like many times on stream. I played the PDS. You know, I like the story for this year. Some of the returning characters. We've got Evia, I think her name is. Evia, that wood elf. I like her personality, quirky. The Daedra as well. And yeah, I don't want to spoil the main story. I'll do that in my own time. But the whole chapter itself, for what it's come out with, portals, the Endeavor system, companions, if you're going to drop full price for this, you know, maybe you won't enjoy it as much as Greymore or even elsewhere. But I do. I'm going to need to spend the time to like really grind all my characters to the max, their max level, and have them maybe join in some dungeons and things like that. Solo, that is, me and a companion in a dungeon, which I've done before in the PDS, and it's doable for the early ones, again, like Fungal Grotto 1 or things like that. But any of the new DLC dungeons, do not bring your companions in. They are no substitute for an actual player intelligence. You know, moving out, doing mechanics, things like that. Yeah, I have a feeling the boss isn't really going to spawn again, so... Hey! Well, that's gonna be it for me, guys. It's almost 1 a.m. here. I'm gonna get some sleep. I gotta wake up tomorrow morning, Monday morning, and get back to work. But I've got more videos on the way, and hey, if you have any ideas, like, you know, I've got my IMO video series that I started late last year, I think. If you have any unpopular opinions or questions about MMOs, leave them in the chat here, and I'll take some of the best ones, and I'll compile it for a video, and we'll talk about some stuff. In the meantime, you know, for those... Oh, shit, he did respawn. What the hell? Okay.
Battle disaster, puny mortal.
I was so sure that was it. Like, the portal's just gonna reset. So if it doesn't reset, then I'm trying to figure out what happens here. So maybe the entrance to this area changes on the world map, but the fights themselves, it remains the same. So it's the same area, same boss. So basically, if you never leave this area, you just stay here. You can keep doing this and keep getting the chests. I mean, if you want to farm them, sure. Let's see if the boss is the same boss. It is.
Come on then, we fight!
Can you imagine dailies?
Try to run. Just try.
Complete one portal, blah blah blah, and the problem is you'll spend like half an hour looking for a portal on the open world.
First, we take this region. Then, we march. Such small, weak cattle.
Takes a while to kill because he does have, you know, that invulnerability phase in the middle there, which doesn't make any sense because of the mechanics, and then he just dies. So, it's not too bad. Oh my god, are you kidding me from him? Like, he drops crap, like I just got white stuff. So hopefully, this chest, come on, give me something good. Alright, I mean, honestly, if you're using monster sets and if you're using like legendary gear or whatever, then you're not relying on landscape stuff. What you want to do is find a set that you like and then upgrade it basically, and then go hunt for trial sets or you know, decent monster sets. So don't be discouraged if you see blue stuff, purple, or anything below purple dropping. You can always upgrade it later, and the mats do come easy. Just keep farming, I suppose, and you'll get those quality upgrade materials. Elo says, thank you for the stream. Take care. Thank you, Elo. It's been fun chatting with you and everybody else in chat tonight. Dragon says, I finished the main story and all the quest. I love it. That's great to hear. And, you know, I've done a bit as well on the PDS, and from what I did, again, like I said, I do enjoy it. I need to finish it now. And, yeah, I never doubt ESO or ZeniMax's ability to create, you know, quality PvE quest stories and side quests. Like, ESO is one of those games where I do not skip side quests. I do every one of them because there's always a hidden gem of a storyline that makes you feel something for a character or makes you do something, make a decision, kill someone, you know, things like that. You never know what you're gonna get, and that's why questing ESO is a real joy for me. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for me. We've done Companion tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And we've also done Portals tonight. If you have any questions or whatever, feel free to post comments, or, you know, I'm sure there's helpful ESO players in chat or whatever that's going to answer it for you. In the meantime, hit the like button, or if you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do it. I cover MMO news every weekend, and you'll see more content from me soon. So everyone that's watching the stream or dropped by earlier today, thank you so much for keeping me company tonight. I will see you guys soon. I'm going to be starting the Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker catch-up streams, hopefully next weekend. I don't want to promise anything because it may not happen, but that's when I want to start anyway. So once again, that's it for me, guys. Thanks for joining me tonight. I will see you guys soon. Take care.